Friends and Phantoms! Welcome to Spirits of the Game, where we play D&D, and so do you.
Yeah! Let's go!
Here, I am known as the Spirit Master, your conduit to the world of Almir. Watch and redeem your phantom fuel or channel points to help our favored 5? I look forward to having you in chat.
Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for being along for the ride. Before we get started, I do have a couple of things to announce. Yep, that's right. That's the right energy. That's the energy we're bringing today. A couple of things to get us started. I know last week I had said season finale this week. We're pushing it off one more episode. So this is still gonna be a great episode, but it's not quite the season finale yet. You don't know what that means, but you will.
We don't even know what that means.
The reason being is that our lovely, lovely friend Gene, great guy, honestly, 10 out of 10 friend, I would say. He's feeling a little bit under the weather, so we're giving him a day, letting him rest. So we will have Nesh be here, but just be a little bit different. A little bit different is what we'll say. Some other things you might notice. Actually, I will jump into the main overlay here. Our overlay looks a little bit different. It looks a little bit different. We'd like to thank Josh and also Gene, but Josh mainly for doing the work to get us updated, looking snazzy and spiffy, ready to go.
Combat looks super different, but we'll get there.
It'll be good.
Nah.
You'll love it.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, thanks,
Thanks, by God.
And while we're on the subject, I will also say a thank you to Scarlet Magus. And
Oh, hey.
who else do we got?
Oh, we got another sub from Rain.
Thank
Rain
you,
Fox Arts.
Rain Fox, of course.
Yeah. Love
And
you guys.
Monster Crusher 30. Thank you.
Thank
for
you.
following.
Thank you all. Thanks for joining us.
A lot of love
It's
today.
awesome to have you all here. As we're getting started, I'm going to quickly, I know normally you don't see these folks here, but we're going to quickly go through. Once again, tonight I am your game master. I am Ryan. It's lovely to see you all again. And if you're seeing me for the first time, it's lovely to meet you. I'd shake your hand, but you're a little bit ectoplasmy. If you're having a good time here, you're enjoying our stuff, remember to share us around. Our biggest battle right now is just getting out there. Thanks, Soul. Thanks. We love seeing you too. If you are catching us for the first time on YouTube, thanks for joining us on the simulcast. I will say the Spirit Master's magical spirit powers can only, I'm actually going to cut us back here. The Spirit Master's magical spirit powers can only see us, or can only see your interactions over on Twitch. So if you want to jump in the action, jump into the combat, that maybe might happen, join on over in Twitch and he can see what's going on there. If, as always, you have a Spirit Prime sub lying around on Twitch you're not using this month, we'd love it if you threw it our way. We'd really appreciate it. Great way to help us out. That would be great. I feel like there's something I'm forgetting.
I don't think so.
Great. Nothing I'm forgetting. Just our normal 4 players that we have here. The exact normal 4 players.
Yeah.
Before we get back into things, I want to remind us all where we left off.
Please.
I'm really pulling the weight for this side of the table.
Yeah.
What do you mean? It's always just you. And Gene.
And thank you, Gene, for the gift sub.
So, last time, our favored 4 made their way to the border, Fort Ander, between Neberon and Syl. After discovering and reading through Killian's lovely, heartfelt messages, the favored 5 did some bookkeeping to figure out what their next step was. Talk with Lord of Gauls, talk with Raoul, lots of seance-y stuff kind of happened before we made our way over to Fort Ander and met some of the individuals who are stationed there. And they were deemed to be
Goofy.
less than ideal, were dismissed from their post. Once they left, some strange music was heard, and we discovered that there was a band of giants that had taken up residence nearby. Now that was very unusual, as most of the giants come from further south, but for some reason there were some up here, and they mentioned a name we hadn't heard in a very long time. they mention the name Moldrama of the Mists, which, for those of you who remember, was the name of the spirit that possessed Oth. We left off after Nesh summoned forth Minnie and then cast Comprehend Languages on him so he could finally understand what everyone was saying. And we learned that Minnie is in fact General Bale, a very strange creature hailing from a different plane of existence. And also working with Jerome. Now, my lovely favored 4. You are currently outside of the cave at the foot of the little foothill mountain where we left off previously. As you all are collecting yourselves, getting your things together, you decide to press on towards Uth, where, Bogarth, you believe Salen to be, being a prisoner. You begin walking and walking and walking, following this small road, which now appears to be safe, sans the occasional boulder or body. Takes you several hours before you are beginning to feel the effects and the wear of your travels this day. And you see, also following along on the this road. Is there something you want to say, Spirit Master?
No. Sorry, we're don't worry about it.
Okay.
Some meta conversations, don't worry about it.
You see, the 4 of you see a wagon making its way down the road. Now it's at this point you've come to a cross section of the road where this road meets up with a larger road, and you see an elderly man sitting on this wagon, a very small, very loyal donkey.
Does he look like Scraggly Dan?
Roll for Scraggly Dan. Roll perception.
Roll for Scraggly.
It's big. It's big. It's huge. It's gigantic. It's 22.
Bogarth, you try to gauge this man up, see if this is in fact Scraggly Dan. As you remember seeing General Bale ingest Scraggly Dan.
Oh, right.
This man does not appear to be of the same caliber. His hair is missing completely on the top of his head, as opposed to being
Good.
Right. Not
Kinda
Scraggly
dirty.
at all.
yeah.
Just absence of it, really.
But he
I've got one hand on my soul blade, by the way.
something. He does wave you all down and just give you a wave as he slowly presses on. You're all feeling the going the distance you have gone on foot. It is a lot. Your legs hurt. Your feet hurt. You're getting a little bit tired. Something you notice about this area, now being in Neberon proper, is while Syl is a very, not completely lush, but it is very vibrant in terms of its greenery. There's much farmland. Something you immediately notice is that the dirt and the vegetation here is a lot coarser. Dirt itself is a little bit rougher on your feet. You can see the vegetation stretching out. It's spurts versus a continual layer of vegetation. This is a much more, not arid, but temperate landscape. Even making your way further in, it is a little bit cooler here. The man waves you down and motions you to come over to his cart.
I take my hand off the soul blade.
Oh, okay. Just like that, we trust him.
I'm sorry. I thought it was Scraggly Dan. I'm sorry. That
Fair
was
It's just some
crazy
other bald
experience.
schmuck.
Hello.
Hail! How are you all?
Is everything okay?
Oh, yes, I just don't see many new faces around here. What are you doing? Are you coming to town, or?
Hold that thought. I gather us in a huddle real quick. My legs are really tired. We should find somewhere to rest, right?
Oh, yes, and this man does seem like he has a reliable steed as well. And they point
As
to
you
the
all
donkey.
huddle,
True.
between the 3 of you will appear
Four.
a crouch.
Please.
Excuse me, 4.
I'm still here.
Who was that?
Between the 4 of you,
Oh, no.
a crouched merfolk will apparate below you.
What?
A ghostly Cario looks up to you, Varia. You see he's chewing on something in his needle-like maw, and he'll offer you a bite. Some sort of carcass, rabbit, perhaps. Gain 1 inspiration.
What?
Thank you.
Are you feeling inspired by that? Do you feel like you can get stuff done now?
Yeah, you could always use a snack.
Despite everything, yes.
I thought bro took a bite out of the orb. I was like, what? You can do that?
There you go, Varia. Try this.
And you want this expensive, very one-of-a-kind object that I just took a bite out of?
Okay. But yeah, we're looking for a place to stay, right?
Yes. Let's stay with this complete stranger. And
Do-
I mean that literally.
Do we
Yeah.
want to
Sarcasm.
try to stay with him, or do we want to try to walk a little bit farther
I
and
don't
just be
know.
on our own?
I mean, he's not Scraggly Dan, but I don't really trust him. I'm sorry. I know I'm from here, but I've never really been in the city proper, right?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Bogarth, your memories of the city are dark, like very much like Salen was intentionally keeping your head down. You remember the roads, like the
Okay.
physical, like brickwork of the roads, but beyond that, like you couldn't spot it on a map. You couldn't point it out.
Right. Yeah, I don't have any memory of where we could go.
Oh, great. Okay.
So perhaps we can just ask him where we can go.
Fair enough. Will your legs last that long?
I'll do my best.
Okay.
I
You're
use
a brave
second
one.
wind.
Oh my god.
Do I have a charge? I do.
Thank you, M. Heidi, for the follow.
Oh,
Hey, thank you.
Okay.
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 You all feeling good?
Well, mostly.
I'm at max HP now. Thanks to second wind.
Sorry, he likes to
What is
speak
he
in
talking about?
tongues sometimes.
We're-
HP is,
We're looking.
health potion.
No, we're looking for a place to stay,
Yes.
sir. You seem like a gentleman. Could you perhaps direct us to an inn?
Well, here we're quite far from my village and also Uth itself, but I'm making my way there. I could give you all
To
a ride.
Uth?
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
That, very helpful.
Yes.
Very helpful.
Would love to have some young companions with me. Keep me safe on the roads.
That's us.
What are you traveling to Uth for?
Oh, well, I went to retrieve some of our goods from De Wolf, the village that I stay in, but my wife is working in Uth, so I'm going back to her.
And what's your name?
I am Sir Bavo. It's wonderful to meet you. What is yours, ma'am?
Varia.
Varia. Well, pleasure to make your acquaintance. Here. Come have a seat.
Okay. I'll sit up.
We are.
You're much taller when you're right next to me.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Before I introduce myself, can I try to remember if my name would be known here?
Roll history.
It's not amazing.
Sir Barrow?
Bavo.
Bavo, thank
Bavo.
16.
16. Bogarth, unfortunately, a lot of your time spent in Neberon was very sheltered. You know a fair amount about Neberon, but in terms of Neberon knowing you, you couldn't really. You don't really think that anyone would have any reason to have knowledge of you, sans those who you had directly met.
Okay. Tell me, Sir Bavo,
Yes.
have you ever heard of the legendary Bogarth?
Are they some kind of folk hero?
Oh,
Are you all on the cart?
Yeah.
I'm like inspecting.
Okay. Yeah.
Marius,
I'm about to get on the cart. Yeah.
as you
Nesh gets on the
inspect,
cart.
you notice something curious in the freight in the back, and as you push kind of a box aside, you'll see the orb there, waiting for you.
Wow.
Well, hey, we have 0 charges. by the way.
You might
Roll
roll a
high.
d8. Roll a d8. You got this. You got this.
Go ahead and roll for me.
As you look into the orb, you can see a vision of Pythias. As he is suddenly floating for some reason. Why are we?
You're going out of frame.
Lifting Pythias!
Wait, what? No, I don't have anything to grab onto. I'm going to hit the ceiling. All right.
But yes, Pythias is under the effects of spiritual.
This is what we get
is
for
that-
not
is that what
having
that
Gene.
was?
Yeah.
Yes.
I was all Gene.
What? Wait, Pythias isn't with us?
No.
But
he's
Nereus
not.
thankfully was able to see him through the
Yes.
orb.
Well, and thank God the surface world
good.
has usually pretty low ceilings. He won't be up there for long.
Great. Right.
The good vibes for the d8 roll.
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
I
yeah.
do need to
Roll
do
for
that.
Charges.
We need some charges.
Charges.
Hey, good vibes. Hey, good vibes. Hey, good vibes. Send me good vibes. Send me good vibes. Friends.
What was
What is it?
It's a-
Oh my god! Can we reroll finally? Like, can I use my inspiration to reroll?
I use that charge to
I'm so sorry. We have one charge.
That is how the dice.
That
give
is
it
just
and
how it
take
went.
it away.
Okay. Well, great. I'll just say to Sir Bavo, well, the legendary Bogarth is it's me. It's me.
Oh, well, pleasure to make your
Substitute
acquaintance.
for you.
Hello. Good to meet you.
Yes. Here, come, have a seat. He slaps the back of his cart, or the
Oh,
inside
okay.
his cart.
Great. Nereus, are you coming?
How high is the cart? Please say hi.
It's relatively high, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
The wheels are like at least 4.5 feet tall.
That's crazy. I'm 5. I struggle. And I struggle to hit me.
Are you good? What?
Up,
What is
please.
this? You've okay.
Please.
I will reach out.
Nesh also extends a hand.
Okay, we can go now.
Okay.
Wherever we're going.
Yeah,
Uth.
I'm keeping an eye. Like,
Yeah, absolutely. You
Help
can be
and
scanning the
watch.
horizon.
Yeah.
Sir Baba will talk to you all as
Get the show
you're
on
traveling.
the road.
If you'd like to during this time, you may take a short rest. But it's not going to be very long before you travel for another couple hours. Sir Baba will
Short rest.
talk with you about some things. So, Mr. Legendary Bogarth, what exactly makes you so legendary?
Well, I've oh gosh, I didn't think this one all the way through. I have legendary friends.
And don't forget to tell him about the 100 blades that you're
Yes, the 100 blades!
Oh, right,
Okay.
Nesh, you're here.
Thank you.
Yes,
God,
I'm still here!
I somehow forgot you were still here.
he's right there, dude.
He's looking right at you.
You're already
The orb of lights. Behold! The 100 blades! I'm so bad at that.
yes, the 100 blades.
Oh, my.
Oh. And
Yes,
100 blades appear around you.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
My.
Glimmering in the light.
Don't prick yourself on them.
As you
Quite
can
sharp.
see, this is a part of my legend.
So you're a gifted individual,
Oh, highly.
favored even.
Very favored.
The blades flourish.
Well,
I'll swipe at the blades, trying to make them disappear. The
favorite.
100 blades.
They'll just start
Is-
spinning.
Oh gosh, is very tired.
yes, the 100 blades must sleep. And
Why?
I
What?
pick up a rock to knock you out.
What?
No,
That's
okay, you're not
crazy.
sleeping, you're not sleeping, you're not sleeping. It's
I'm
fine.
just saying. Oh man, I wish we could get
What?
to Uth
Oh,
faster.
Nesh puts down a box.
Yeah, just
What do you? What
keep
do
it on
you?
the back burner.
What do you know about being favored?
Well, it just is legends, really. Here. It's nothing. It's nothing, really. It's just favored individuals are so rare, and even do you have skills with magic?
At this,
Legendary Mr. Bogarth.
the orb will glow once more. Fireworks and fanfare will appear around Bogarth as a cherry pie apparates in front of him with a note that reads, "To the 100 blades.
Wow.
Gain 1 inspiration.
For
Thanks,
me?
High God.
Oh, thank you. Wow, this is glorious, except I'm so tired. I'll eat this later. Really quick, is there any space to huddle and speak?
I'm sitting in the front, so
Sneakily.
no,
You
not
could
with me.
whisper into someone's ear if you wanted to.
Okay.
Whisper on my other ear that's not next to him.
I'll whisper to both
Do
of
you
you.
both have the earrings, or did you give one to
We do.
Phineas?
Yeah.
We have the earrings,
Yeah.
yeah.
I can like activate it, and you can whisper to
Okay,
me.
I'll whisper into your ear, and then she'll hear. I'll just say, we should probably keep the whole favorite business down here, right? This is the enemy we're talking about,
Oh yeah.
and potentially talking to.
I mean, he seems very nice. Enemies will often look nice and something. I've heard that before. I think that's a good idea.
Okay,
We should just play it cool.
right. Yes.
Smooth. Like a
I'm
sudden
not
strike
responding,
man.
but I'm just nodding my head looking out at the scenery.
Don't worry, I've got this. Favored? I have no idea what you're talking about.
We don't really we don't really accept favors. You know, it's really
No, it's an honor thing. I totally get it.
yeah.
I just was curious if, Mr. Bogart, your magic allows you to conjure these pies. I guarantee they're not as good as my wife's.
We'll see about that.
So what business do you have? Are you also going to Uth or just looking for a ride?
Uth, yes.
Ooth.
Uth.
We're going to visit a friend we have there.
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. Well, I have to tell you, the architecture is one of the great pulls of the city. Have you been there before?
I haven't, right? Where did Bogarth and I meet up?
You met up.
It was outside of the
on-
woods, right?
You met up in the mountains.
Oh, okay.
You have some vague knowledge of Neberon, but I don't believe you've ever fully been to Uth.
Okay. No, I don't think so.
Well, it's a lovely place. Lots of history. Keep your eyes out. If you have some time, a ghost tour is always very fun.
A ghost tour?
What?
What kind of
Yes.
ghosts live in Uth?
Well, plenty of spirits are around Uth. It's one of the oldest cities in all of Oros.
Right.
I'm gonna poke my head between Varia and what's his name?
Sir
Bavo. Mr.
Oh,
Bavo.
jeez.
At the mention of architecture and just kind of like stray the conversation away from like favorite or whatever and be like, okay, you talk about architecture. I really, really like. Do you think there are any flying buttresses? I've never seen one in person.
A flying buttress.
Oh yes.
Above the table, what's a flying buttress?
Okay, you know on Notre Dame it has like
I'm
those
looking it
things on the side of the cathedral for support. They're like support beams. They're
Yeah.
fancy support beams, but it's a buttress.
Oh yeah, the ones that are like off the
Yes.
side.
Yeah,
Oh.
off the side, not fully connected, but have 2 connection points.
These.
Ah.
Oh,
This is
thanks, Spirit
More of a
Master.
side tangent than I was
see.
hoping it would be.
Oh, okay.
So
Yes, there are a few.
Yeah, well, that's good. That's good.
Yes, it's lots of the construction was different back in the times. It was very expensive, I'm sure, but a lot of it you'll see when you get there. Very sharp, lots of very significant angles and statues galore. If you are a sculptor, this is the place to study.
I'm not.
I know a sculptor though.
But you are a baker.
Sure.
Yes, you are the most fearsome baker in all of Sil.
I cooked eggs once.
Yes, you
These kinds
Once.
of idle chit chat continue for some time. Sir Bavo will regale you with some stories, talking about how he met his wife.
Did he say that he was coming back from trading?
Yeah, he's coming back from De Wolf, which is a village outside of Uth.
De Wolf. Okay.
did
Did we pass De Wolf?
If you ask him some more questions, he'll kind of elaborate to you that De Wolf is kind of like a smaller village that then you can follow the road all the way into Uth. You met him at kind of, there's a T intersection of this is, down here is Fort Ander, and it goes up, and then De Wolf is over here, and Uth is
Oh,
further in.
okay. Understood.
So,
I was like,
you
how did we
mainly-
not pass through this town, but he's coming back? Suspicious.
he
understand.
tells you, various things, talking about his wife. He talks, he mentions her name, that her name is Sarah. And he He at some point will talk to you, Varia. Eventually, as the light starts to dim, it's been several hours, he will mention that he would like to make camp for the evening, if you all would join him.
Yeah.
And Bogarth, you have to bake a pie for us.
Yes.
You basically promised. You have to share.
You do have to bake a pie, Bogart.
Nereus, can you hold the orb behind your back?
Oh yes. Yeah.
I'll whisper into it. Pie God, oh great spirit Pie God, please tell me you have my back with this. Of course I will.
Pie God, feel free to. Pie God, feel free to make any request you'd like of Bogarth.
What?
Could be a pie, could be not a pie.
It's a favor.
could die,
A favor for a favor.
Okay. All right.
He will. Sir Bava will pull the cart over to the side of the road, not too far. Mentioning how he's like, well, I have you all. If we have any bandits, I see we have the 100 blades, so I am not worried at all.
Great.
He starts making a fire and starts cooking what looks to be some kind of soup. And we'll kind of have some idle chit chat. And what did you say your name was?
Varia.
Lovely to meet you, Varia. Would you mind? Would you help me with some of the cooking? Your longer limbs seem like they'd be useful.
Sure, I guess.
And the two of you, the three of you, you look big and strong. Would you mind?
Nereus?
Yes.
Okay.
A strapping young lad. No more
Thank
than
you.
14.
Try 27. No, it's fine. You just
If you wouldn't mind getting some firewood for the evening, that would be great.
What did you want me to do? Bake a pie.
And get firewood first.
Oh, I'm also on that mission. Of course. Yes.
I'll have you both roll survival for firewood.
Okay. Sounds good.
survival.
Okay.
Sure.
That's so
cocked.
cocked.
Yeah.
Oh, we surviving out here.
Oh no. Okay. You go first.
Mine's a 15.
Mine's a 3.
You have inspiration.
How?
I'm not using it on this. Are you kidding me?
But Bogart.
I have to use this in case I have to make a
firewood.
pie from scratch. From leaves.
Bogarth,
Mud.
Bogarth, at one point, you're beginning to collect firewood with Nereus and Nesh, and then Nesh throws a branch at you and is like, Bogarth, it has been too long since we have trained. On guard! What? And you get a little bit distracted.
Okay.
Varia, while they are away, Sir Bavo will have you help him with some of the cooking. He's really just putting water in a pot and then throwing in some bits of potatoes. He gets some stock as he boils some bones. The cracking and the hissing is like music to your ears. But Sir Bavo will say, so, is it wrong to assume, Miss Varia, you seem to be the chaperone of your friends?
Well, they all like to call me the leader. I don't really know why.
Oh,
We all just we all make decisions together with everything. We lead ourselves.
very humble.
I guess I don't know how old Nesh is, but I might be the oldest one, so.
Oh. You seem like you have a good head on your shoulders.
Well, I've got something.
Yes. Your lantern, does it have any specific meaning? You seem to hold on to it quite tightly.
Well, yes, it means a lot to me. But where I come from, my people are sort of shepherds for the spirits. And so my lantern reminds me of that and helps me with my responsibilities.
Well, it's very lovely. It's always good to have mementos on you. He reaches into his shirt and you see like these tufts of like the like coarse like white hair.
You say he's human?
Chest. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He pops out a small ring My son gave this to me before he left, and it's something I remember him by. It's a way I chart my course to make sure that we get him back with us.
What's his name?
Devin.
Devin. And why did he leave?
Oh,
Is he off adventuring?
well, he had the makings of well, if you can believe it. From humble beginnings, but he had the makings of a mage. He
Oh, wow.
showed some very strong propensity for magic and some minor connection to spirits. But as with all of them, he was recruited to study at the castle, and so we haven't seen him in quite some time. But I know we'll get him back soon.
In Uth?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Are you... Pardon me if this is intrusive. I know that you and your friends, just based on where I encountered you, did you come from Fort Ander by any chance?
The orb will glow at this point, and you will hear in an ephemeral voice, "Would you say your son is scraggly?"
Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Very, your voice sounded different for a second.
Yes, sorry.
I mean, he wasn't too unkempt, but he did have a very... Well, some folks didn't like it. I thought it was a beautiful mark of his majesty, but he had a birthmark right here on his face. Just right next to the nose, just over the cheek. When he smiled, it would make a nice little moon shape.
That's quite lovely. Quite lovely.
Yes. Yes. But you... Is your friend Bogarth, is he a mage by any chance?
Bogarth is quite powerful and quite good at what he does.
Well, while we're in Uth, just try to tell him to keep it under control.
Are people going to be obnoxious to him like they have everywhere else we've been?
What do you mean?
Everyone else has been so mean and so just uncourteous to him, only because he is a bugbear.
Well,
And it's honestly getting pretty frustrating.
Well, Miss Very, being frank, most likely. Especially in these parts, we have a variety of bugbears or corrupted individuals that have lost their touch with their humanity and attack caravans. The city has its walls for a reason.
Is that why you mentioned that to me? To have him tone it down because of that or because of something else?
If any guards see him having magical ability, they might attempt to recruit him into the prince's private...
Is it specifically the magic ability or magic combined with being a bugbear?
Well, Miss Veria, how much do you know about Neberon's royal family?
I can admit, I'll kind of look down at myself. I'm pretty unkempt and I don't look like super duper clean. I don't spend much time in civilization, so I can't say I know very much about the royal family. Care to enlighten me?
Well, you see, I collect from your, I can't think of the word. Your entourage. Your entourage of colorful characters.
Gaggle.
Your clique.
You're probably spend most of your time removed from society, up in the mountains, which I respect. It's a very honorable way to live. And I'm sure you've seen your share of hardships. But
Have you seen me? Anyway.
good one. For the people of Neberon, magic is the ultimate expression of nobility and royalty. The prince is a magnificently powerful sorcerer. It has been passed down from Oros himself. The divines bless him, and Nellen praise his son. He is an unimaginably powerful sorcerer, and he takes it upon himself that anyone, peasant, merchant, any class, if they show magical ability, they become nobility, and they serve him directly, helping the rest of the people.
Do you ever see them? Those working for him?
And you see he goes to say something and quiets down and stirs for a moment. Well, no. That's why we haven't seen our son for quite some time. I know he's doing fantastic work, putting those Cillians in their place, but
Indeed. Do you hear from him? Does he write?
I'm sure he's very busy. Very busy.
How?
Some folks speak of rumors of that it's some secret society, but no one believes that nonsense. And he kind of clutches that ring in his shirt. No one believes that. They're all good, upstanding citizens doing their part for society. And Bogarth, Nesh, and Nereus, this is when you all stumble back into camp. Bogarth and Nesh, you all have like twigs sticking out of your hair. Bogarth, for me, why don't you roll a contested check for me with Nesh?
Okay.
No.
Varia, as you end your conversation with Babo, you will see a small fairy spirit kind of dancing along before another and another, until a whole swarm is before you, and they'll swirl around you, sprinkling you with fairy dust, and you will gain 1 inspiration, courtesy of Monster Crusher.
Oh, hey.
Oh my god, I'm sparkly now.
What exactly am I rolling?
I'm just having you roll.
Just period. Just a d20.
Yeah, basically a roll off to see which one of you won the little spat.
12.
Okay, Bogarth. Nesh has learned quite a bit from you, and you have a couple of
the master.
a couple
Son
of bruises. He carries back one thick, like broken log, and Nereus, you carry back a good majority of like the firewood necessary.
I've got the stick that I was using to spar.
Very thin, very long, pointy, not great firewood.
One of these.
Yeah.
The three of you walk back to Varia and Sir Bavo having this tense moment, but welcome back.
We heard you talking about upstanding citizens, and we thought we would stop by again.
Well, I'm
us?
sure you all are very good at standing.
Unfortunately, not very good at fighting firewood.
Well,
Sorry?
we'll make it work. Here, come and sit down. And at this point, is there something else you wanted to? At this point, we will all take a long rest.
Oh,
Okay.
Splendid.
Great.
Nesh and I can take watch. Alternate taking watch.
Yeah.
I assume we're all kind of sitting down for supper then?
Oh, right. Oh, crap.
Indeed.
Splendid.
What does that mean, Spirit Master?
Oh, you'll just wait
You're
and
baking
see.
pie.
Okay.
So, what are you
Okay.
making for us?
Yeah, what are you
Yeah.
making, Becca?
You all have the soup that Sir Bavo prepared, and it's horrible. It's very bad. It is like
Even to me?
it's fine for you, but with the firewood you gathered, he was able to get it like heated up a little bit. But you really like taste that taste of like blood in the stock, The potatoes are not very well cooked. They're very hard and crunchy. It's not an awesome dinner, but he's lapping it up. He's having a great time.
Okay. Right. What do I do? Okay, I will go over to Nereus. I'll just kind of scooch over, and I'll say, can you hold the orb behind your back one more time?
Keep making me do this.
And I'll just kind of lean behind Nereus somehow with how much bigger I am, and just say,
You can crouch behind
of
Nereus.
course, that's what I do. And I say, one meat pie coming right up.
Has to be me.
I hope so.
Oh my god.
As you request this, Bogarth, the orb will glow, flicker, and then dim before, in your hands, will appear 1 apple pie, 1 lemon meringue pie,
Not really what I asked for.
and 1 chocolate cream pie.
Not really. You know, these look really good though. Okay. And I'll stand up from behind Nereus.
Oh my!
Whoa, yeah.
Pies!
Is your
The delicious smell, the best pie smell ever, rather, wafts through the camp.
oh gosh.
Heavenly.
Yeah. Yeah. Good thing you brought all those pie making ingredients in my bag.
Yes, I just had to, I had to get them.
Had to get them, put them together real quick. And
Baking is such an interesting and delicate art.
It's really like.
I assumed you would need a flame, but you must be a master of baking.
Oh yeah.
Yes, a master baker. Yes. I find some stumps and I put the pies down.
Can I ban a player? All right.
Which one?
As you set down the pies, Bogarth, you will see a bottle of milk appear on the table.
What's happening?
Somehow, this milk will fill you all with a sense of fortitude. Everyone gain +3 to all your constitution-based skill
Oh, that's good.
abilities.
That's good, so we can hold that soup in.
Yeah, that's true.
And before you all dig in, one last spirit hand will come out from behind a tree holding a very large meat pie.
That's what I ordered! Yes! I knew it.
On the pastry is a reaper-like skull. Anyone familiar with pies would recognize this as the Flaming Ron, a pie of the southern lands made with mutton and reaper's chili. May cause fire belching.
Good that we have that boost to constitution. I hold the pie and I go, Sir Bavo, one more.
Oh, well, he has like 2 handfuls. Huh? Oh, wow, that's kind of scary for a pie.
You have to try it though, right?
You serve him the pie.
Are you poisoning this man?
I don't know.
It's not
takes a
real.
bite.
didn't make it.
He takes a bite. So luxurious and oh, the depth of flavor, absolutely extraordinary. Whew. Oh.
Killing this man.
Oh.
Can I insight check him?
Spice starts kicking in.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the spice, I see. Oh, well, it was a nat one, so it doesn't matter.
Man, well, if it's that good, I have to have a bite. I have a bite.
Yeah.
It's
Roll a
fine.
Constitution saving throw for me.
Oh god. Okay.
No. +3.
13.
Bogart,
Wow.
you take a bite and you start feeling that twinge of spice that is like, oh, this is delicious. I need to have another bite. And you do, and you have another, and another, and another, and then you swallow a bit wrong, and it hits the back and like top of your soft palate, and it is excruciating. It is like that. You cannot get it out of your mouth. Like it
There's
hurts.
milk.
Like you've gotten a sore throat all the way up onto your soft palate.
There's milk.
Who made
Bogart.
this? Wait, who made this?
Evil
That
marksman.
would actually be Evil Marksman.
Yeah.
Evil Marksman!
A fitting name.
I grabbed the rest of the milk that was out there for the constitution boost and I
Save
chug
some
it.
for
I chug it.
Sir Bavo.
I chug it.
Sir Bavo actually has finished it and is
Dude,
Wow.
this guy's crazy. I'm just chugging it.
yeah.
Nereus, as your companions are gorging themselves on delicious pie, one will begin to levitate before flying towards your face, and then suddenly bursting into confetti before it.
Very funny, very funny.
Your pie magic.
Game on inspiration.
100
courtesy of
blades.
Joseph Solar.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joseph Fuller. Your pie magic is absolutely exquisite, Bogart. But I would definitely maybe save it for parlor tricks.
Yeah.
Your tongue's swelling up a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you gonna
Right.
be okay?
Probably. Okay.
The milk helps, but it's just not enough.
Okay, well, hopefully I get a good night's rest and I don't have to get up in the middle of the night.
The night is a little bit goofy and fun. Nesh does a puppet show with the gift of gab. Hello, I have come to slay everyone. Bleh, bleh,
Wow.
bleh.
Is it with shadow from the fire? Like,
Yeah,
up against
exactly.
the trees?
It's a nice little, especially in light of his other hand having some crazy monstrosity inside of it.
Right.
It's a nice reprieve from things. You eventually all find your way to sleep and set off in the morning.
We get a long rest?
You get a long rest.
Long rest.
You and Nesh trade off taking watch, but it's rather uneventful. You see some scavenger type predators off in the distance, but none get too close. Quite intimidated by fire.
While we are like swapping off, like who's on watch duty and whatnot, I'd love to do that. Actually, thank you so much.
That was the signal to switch.
Yeah, I would love to approach Bogarth and see like, is he still awake?
If I may.
I have heartburn, so yeah.
Yeah, you both are like laying down on like bedrolls next to each other, so you can flip over and be facing Bogarth.
I'll kick him first slightly. Bogarth.
Oh, the pie's fighting back!
No, it's me!
Oh.
Pie. That's hilarious.
Hi.
Hey, are you sleeping okay? I know we have a lot on the plate tomorrow.
Yeah, I know that pie was crazy.
Okay, no, more like meeting up again and trying to save your friend.
Oh, Celine.
Celine.
Yeah.
That's good. I was gonna call her a different name. How are you feeling about that?
Feeling about saving my best friend?
Well, seeing her again. I mean, I'm assuming it's been quite a bit since you've seen her.
Yeah, it's been, what, like 2 months?
Yeah.
This is the longest I've ever gone without seeing her. I would say before these past few months, couple months. I think I saw her every day.
Yeah.
I never really was thinking about that. I was just really excited to see her again. But now that you bring it up, I'm kind of getting nervous.
Oh,
Or is it the pie?
It's probably just the pie messing with your stomach. Yep, that's you got the pie gurglies. I'm familiar with that.
No, wait, I'm nervous.
No, yeah, okay, that's also probably. I understand to an extent. I mean, I seeing Orfeo again was definitely nerve-wracking, to say the least.
Right.
Not including all the murderous things that happened.
How would you suggest I go about this so that it goes better than when we met with Orfeo?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it ended up okay,
It
but
did,
it
it
was a
did.
bit, like, weird.
We could have skipped over maybe the trying to, like, kill my dad thing.
Yeah.
But
How do we not have that happen?
Yeah. Well, first and foremost, I don't think that's going to happen. I really think that was, like, a not very common thing. Do you remember the last conversation you had with her before you parted ways?
She told me that I was going on a very special field mission to become an esteemed citizen of Sil.
I would pick up back where you left off. Like you never
Oh,
left.
crap!
Whoa! Oh, crap, what?
I didn't finish my list.
Oh, how many tasks do I have left on there?
I have to, let's see,
Too many.
2. I have 2.
Whoa, which ones?
We're so close.
You
I have
really
to-
only
I
have
have
two?
to go on a romantic date.
Right.
Well, I was gonna offer to help with that, but I'm...
Nereus. It's okay. I think I could figure that one out on my own. And I have to bring peace to someone who is passing on. These are not ones I can just go
Those-
and do really
You don't...
quick.
Yeah, you don't have any more, like, bake a pie, fool an old man who's missing his son, anything like that.
Would be.
Damn it!
That's... Okay, well, let's calm down for 2 seconds, maybe.
How? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just,
Yeah, okay.
well, I'm really not good at talking people through things. Emotions are very, like, icky. So, okay, what I would do, we reunite with Ceylin. Everything is fine, everything is great, and she's not harmed. Hopefully.
Right.
Yeah, and
'Cause we'll
she's
save
fine.
her. I'll save her.
Don't even mention the list. Maybe she's forgotten all about it.
No. But
No, she probably
I-
didn't forget all about it.
She
It's
doesn't.
important.
She never forgets. Okay.
Okay, she's smart. She has a
she's
mind of
so
an elephant.
considerate. She
Seal.
remembers everything.
Elephant seal.
Um,
She remembers everything.
I I need to show her the finished list.
What if you just lie? I lie sometimes. Well, maybe that's not a good idea. But, no, it's probably a terrible idea. You could lie.
I'll put a hand on her shoulder, and I'll say, "Nereus,
Yes.
thank you, for bringing this up. I have to think on it.
Okay, that's fair enough. I mean, you're not really the lying type, so I did.
No, of course
Thought
not.
I'd suggest it still, but
No, definitely
it's
not.
fine, it's fine, it's
Of
fine.
course not.
I would just pick up where you last left off about whatever conversation that you're having. Orfeo and I, well, it was a bit more complicated, of course. But
Right,
we
because
have.
it's not like I love Ceylin or anything, right?
Do you?
No.
Not even some sort of like familial love. There's different types of love.
I have to go to sleep now.
Well, maybe you can finish that list while we meet her. Good night, Bogarth.
I roll back over. I will say, after some time passes, and my tummy's still hurting, so I'm having a hard time going to sleep. I would like to try to sneak off somewhere into the forest.
Yeah.
Bogarth, as you rouse yourself and perhaps are fiddling with some of your things, you will find a note in your bag.
Okay.
Inside, as you open it, it says, "There is a man that calls himself the Baker Supreme. Ha! There is only one worthy of that title, and it is me. Remove him from the mortal realm so I may deal with him in the spiritual as your payment for the pies."
What? Is this binding? I look at the bottom and I notice my signature's already there. B. Oh, crap. I'll put that away in my book bag.
Yep, you do.
And then, like I said, I'll try to sneak off somewhere.
Roll stealth.
Okay.
Varia, you are the one on watch.
Oh, good. It's cocked again.
Is it?
It looks like it's
That,
perched on
that's
the.
there. I think that's
Alright.
there.
I mean, I'll take it.
18.
That doesn't beat Varia's passive perception.
I don't know
Varia,
that.
You see Bogarth sneak away.
He's slinking.
Hey, Slinkin.
Oh,
Nope,
no,
nope,
no, no.
nope.
Okay.
You let him go.
I will put the letter back in my book bag, and then I will slump next to a tree.
If he goes out of sight, I want to make sure I can still see him. So I'll get up and move just so that I can
Yeah,
see
I
him.
would certainly try to like sit up against a tree, not in line of sight.
Okay.
So you would have to do that, but
That's fine.
I'll take out my list, and I'll just kind of use my sigils to study it closely and study Varia's signature. And I will attempt to forge it.
Roll a sleight of hand.
Bogarth, as you are forging, some chamomile, turmeric, ginger tea will appear next to you. Good for Heartgrin. Gain 1 inspiration,
Wow!
courtesy of Rainfox.
I'm gonna need this.
Just wait.
Wow. It's not as good as Earl Grey, but that's okay. Great. Okay. Here I go. Hit this one. I'm not looking. Oh, okay. All right. I don't have proficiency in this. Because I'm lawful good. 21.
Bogarth, for the first signature, are you trying to sign it next to both?
I'm gonna start with bring peace to someone who's passing on.
Okay. This signature looks very close to Varia's. There are maybe some minor discrepancies, but you think after a few minutes you're like, no, I'm just overthinking this. Roll for the next one.
Okay, cool. Looks perfect. So Lynn's gonna be so proud of me.
Varia, you lightly hear Bogarth chuckle.
Wow, 24.
Okay. Yeah, second time's a lot better. The first one you kind of had to do like a little bit of a correction moment. This one is like, first time you get it.
Oh my god.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Amazing. Incredible. I stand back up nonchalantly, and I will just kind of saunter back over to my bedroll.
Okay.
Yeah, I will have gotten up and gone back over.
And just,
And I'm looking the other way.
Go to sleep.
Great.
It's like, I don't see it.
We all long rest.
Okay.
For everyone, there's a little bit of a jovialness to the sleep tonight. You've while there have been some crazy things that have happened, this feels like a little bit easier. No one's like, yes, we're concerned about Bogarth, but we're not seeing, anyone's father be in peril. That, we're not in the middle of the war. It's the only thing that crosses your minds is that there's an empty spot. And the thought of Killian sharing this moment with you, especially when he's been through quite a lot, pulls at your heartstrings a little bit.
He would have loved the soup.
He would have made it taste so much better.
That's true.
Oh, that's right. He's a wizard.
He's a
can do
cook.
that.
He is the best baker. All right.
Bogarth, as you rest, you will wake once more. The feeling of being watched.
Oh no.
What?
As you look out of your... Are you in a tent?
No, they're just on the open.
No.
As you look out into the forest, you will see 2 sets of cat-like eyes. One at about head height, one at about cat height. Watching you. Judging.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Bogarth, as you get up and you see these eyes, you look around you and you see that there are 4 empty bedrolls. There's no
Oh no.
cart, there's no caravan, hardly even the signs of a fire.
Son of
You see that these bedrolls look a little bit different than ones your friends typically use. You look around and the eyes pull you deeper in, but you can see just beyond the tree line a drop-off. You think you're probably on some kind of mountain. Those 2 pairs of eyes turn into 6, into 8, into 24, into 36, all in the tree line before they all start moving, and you hear this going around and around and around, circling your head. You feel exposed. An instinct, visceral in nature, courses through you to run.
I at first pull out my soul blade.
Which is not there.
What?
Oh, no.
I pull out any blade I have.
You reach for your normal holsters. You look down. All you have is a tattered loincloth.
Close enough.
On the ground next to you, all you see is a stick.
I pick it up.
It is one of these.
Oh, thank God!
But these whispers, just like these eyes, begin to smush and morph together.
Does one sound like that?
As you begin to hear, run.
Are they coming from the... Oh, I run! Okay, I go!
Bogarth, you begin sprinting away from these eyes as you feel on the back of your neck the crunch of the leaves, the snapping of twigs. Run. Whatever these eyes are following you. You feel them right behind you. You're scared to even look. You run. You see a sanctuary. As just behind a crook of a tree, as you're running through these woods on this mountain, trying to scramble over these rocks, you see a small crack, just big enough that someone like you could slip through.
Yeah, it was made for me. I go.
You slip inside.
Sorry.
It's a dim, drab cave. And you hold your breath. As you feel the adrenaline pumping through you, the anxiety, this visceral fight or flight response. You're up against a wall. When through this small crack, you can see the pale twilight casting in, barely illuminating your arm that you can't quite get all the way inside. You see a set of 4 eyes pass through, and then 2, one on top of the other, look inside, look directly at you. And you hear, Bogarth, run. And you wake up.
Ugh.
Oh, well, good morning, sleepyhead. We thought we'd have to get started without you.
Oh.
Good morning, Bugger.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you feeling?
How's my stomach feeling?
Not awesome. You're gonna have to spend some time in the bushes at some point today.
Oh no.
I don't think I should have eaten that pie.
Oh, well.
You see that the remainder of the pie is currently being eaten by Bavo. Good breakfast.
Like it, though.
What?
Really gets you ready for the day.
That's crazy. You must have like an iron stomach. That's amazing. Maybe you're favored.
That'd have to run in the genes. But we really should get going. We don't want to lose much daylight.
Yes, if we don't get
Long
going,
way to
something else will
whistle.
be running in the genes, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
I had to.
I know,
It was
I
just
know.
there.
You all get on the cart.
Okay, I go.
I'm on the front again. Help
Yeah.
him keep watch. Even Lua's like, John.
I'm sorry. Okay, can we go? I'd like to go.
It is you're on the cart most of the way through morning. It is several
Sorry.
it is several more hours. But it's nice. Nesh seems quiet for some reason, almost like he's thinking about something. But he's rather to himself, which is unusual. But after a little after midday, relatively fast into your travels, you see the initial outline of Uth. It looks almost... It is a very clear sight. The spires of Uth reach up relatively high, and they all come to a very fine point. It's... you can see from this distance that there is one level, and then another level, and then you see the spires. From this distance, and as you get close throughout the day, and Sir Bava will fill you in, that Uth is a city that is made up of sections of walls. Very defensible, very old. Even from this distance, you can see bits where parts of the walls have fallen and been repaired, and those pieces of wall have just been left.
I would like to make it clear that
Yeah.
before we enter like civilization, I'm swapping out my reading glasses for the whatever spectacles of obscurance.
Yes!
It's been a while since we've seen
Yeah,
this.
and so Sir
Yeah.
Bava will still see me as normal,
Mhm.
and so will you, and Nesh. But
Not
everyone else
Nesh.
will see me as
Anyone
a
who's
human.
unfamiliar with you
Yeah.
will see your form obscured in some way.
Yeah.
Can we see like a little bit of? Is it just illusion?
The glasses that Bogorth are wearing are definitely different. They're not his normal, like, round glasses. They're a bit more boxy on top, straight lines across. And this is a familiar item to you. You remember when Seneca first used these when you met. As you get closer, you can see Uth is made of a deep purple stone along the outside wall. And as Sir Bavo continues, that it's built on a hill. So the first wall surrounds much of the city. There's a second wall that then leads into the innermost part of Uth, and then there's the castle itself at the highest point, with its 3 individual spires that go up towards the sky. As you approach Nereus, you notice Sir Bava was right. This is definitely interesting architecture. For those of us with the knowledge, it's very Gothic. Very sharp spikes. You see there's lots of these depictions of different kind. We don't get close enough, but as we get towards the wall, you can see that each of the ramparts and these bastion buildings that separate up the wall from each other. On top, you see there are several statues that you are now familiar with its design of Oros in full armor, sword raised, his spear raised.
Before we get into any civilization or before we can see guards, do I have to whisper into the earring, or is it like sending words mental?
It's like message, basically.
Okay, so it is just mental.
Mhm.
Okay.
It is.
Message
sending.
is you whisper.
Yeah, no.
Is it sending or message?
It's technically sending. Sorry.
Okay,
This is a
okay.
sending stone.
Sending pearls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will sort of turn to look at the scenery off to my right and grab the earring and send to Nereus. I forgot to tell you all this last night, but we should refrain from using any magic in front of any of the guards. Apparently, it's bad news for us. But maybe I have an idea for later.
Oh. Okay, good to know. Good to know, thank you.
Since I'm sitting next to him, I figured if you want to
Yeah.
tell the rest of the card.
Yeah, and I do so. Also, 2 things. I would love to just be doodling like little quick little silhouettes of all the cool architecture I'm seeing. And also, I would love to have during the cart ride tried to recharge my Protalia staff.
Okay, roll an Arcana check for me.
And spirits, that includes you. Maybe keep it on the down low a little bit.
We should have just not said anything.
Until
They absolutely wouldn't have.
An 11?
Nereus.
I
Go ahead.
would love to use my inspiration for
Go ahead.
that.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Spirit Master, if you would.
Yeah, who do we
From
have to
Joseph Solar.
Joseph Solar.
Joso!
To raise
Give me
the
that.
sun.
great spirit, Joso.
Oh, that is such a
So that's
shame.
a 1 on the dice.
So how could you do this to me?
It was just
You
about a 19.
forsaken
Oh,
us.
no.
And then it wasn't.
Well,
Okay,
was that better or worse?
that was worse.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah.
Nereus, inspecting the staff. You see at the top of it, there are 3 clamshells that the wood has kind of grown around and encrusted, and they're all ajar. Based on their size, they're very sharp. You kind of cut yourself on the shells. Like in general, there's these lots of little shells, barnacles, all along the staff. But these shells at the top are where you've maybe seen depictions of wizards in the past, having their gemstones at the top as a conduit to their power, is where these shells roughly sit. But there's this writing, which you can spend the time with the Infernal Dictionary.
Yes, I would like to.
To depict. Within, written next to each of these, the first one says, an eye for an eye. The second one says, I, spelled like an eyeball, see you. And the last one says, the mind's eye is the greatest weapon.
The hell was she doing?
Well, I'll write it down. I'll try and remember that.
Nereus,
I don't
with
know.
a 1, I can't connect the dots for you.
Cool. I'm not gonna
But-
be able to do it either.
Yes, you'll
You get-
feel a spectral hand on your shoulder and a voice in your head. Maybe this time it will be better. Give an inspiration, courtesy of Joseph Solar.
Can I use it?
Joe Soul, roll again.
Please, please.
This time. This time.
Okay.
I mean, it's 10.
Okay.
Plus, Nereus is not dumb. What's the
Plus 2, so it's a 12. It's still metagaming 2 off. I don't know shit. I can't read. Yes.
Nereus, you spend, especially the spirits, pointing out things, kind of guiding your eyes. You try, you look. You figure to recharge the staff needs something, but you're not sure what.
I'm not giving it an eyeball. I've only got 2 of those. That's messed up.
As we continue to approach Uth,
I would like to very quickly, because since we're still riding with Sir Bavo, I will just like to lean over to him and just say, really quick before we part ways.
yes,
You've been so helpful. Thank you.
of course, you've been helpful as well, and it's fantastic to meet a legendary folk hero in the flesh. And he
Well,
smacks
maybe
your back.
we keep that down. Okay. Do you know someone by the name of Jerome?
Jerome? Well, that name's familiar, but I can't say I know. But, you know, I spend a lot of time on the road. Maybe we can ask my wife. How does that sound?
Okay, sure. Are we stopping by?
Yes, well, I can take it. We can treat you to a nice, lovely stew. Traveling really gets you hungry, doesn't it?
Yeah. Do we have any leftover pie, by the way?
Nope.
Okay.
After several more hours of Uth getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, you finally arrive. The wall itself, once again, you can see on the ramparts just these various statues of Oros, clad fully in armor, holding aloft his spear. The wall itself is this deep, almost purple kind of stone. Again, there are pieces and chunks missing that have been constructed over with wood to create a full walkway across. You see hung on every few hundred feet these big banners with gray and black and then red, the colors of Neberon. In the middle of each of these, you see the symbol of Oros. A spear with 2 hands on either side. As you approach, you see there is a gate that leads into the city itself. Bogarth, as you're traveling, you look down, you see that the road here is paved. And you feel a twinge. Roll history.
What's the size of Uth compared to like the City of Progress, City of Values?
It is, the City of Progress is very much limited by the island that it is on, and while it's a relatively large city, the City of Values is slightly bigger. Uth is about twice the size of the City of Values.
Okay.
18.
18. Bogarth, you feel the kukunk as the wagon rolls onto this road here, and you remember a moment where you were, as you made your way outside and you tripped on one of these flagstones with Salen as you were leaving. Back then, it seemed like Salen was like, oh, you gotta hurry, you gotta keep up. A little bit older now, a lot more has happened, and you're starting to wonder why you didn't go through this gate, but you still used this road. As you approach the gate itself, you see that there are several Neberon soldiers, and you all feel this instinctual tightening, this tension. As you see them fully clad in armor, their colors, holding their swords, the crossbows along the top, and you see the sheen of metal. Large metal tubes line the walls. Cannons. You immediately get this flashback to the moment when you were ambushed by Neberon's soldiers. Seeing them pulls those feelings forward. The memory of the recruits for the City of Progress strewn across the River Temela.
Do they have any of those crazy double cannons here?
Yeah.
There are no double cannons here.
No, they haven't made it here yet.
Well,
That's good.
I'll probably on the
Or
front
they're
lines.
using. Yeah, I was gonna say they're using them all out there.
Yeah,
They don't need them
maybe.
at home.
As you all progress, the orb will glow once more.
Oh no.
Don't eat stew when you can eat these haggis pies.
Oh, not again.
And you will all gain a small haggis pie.
Oh.
And as you bite into it, you will all feel the wisdom of baking infuse into you. Everyone gains
Sure,
plus
man.
3 on all your wisdom-based skill checks and saving.
Question: is everything in haggis cooked all the way through?
Why are you asking that, you little freak?
I don't know.
Wouldn't you like to know?
I don't actually know.
Hey, Pie God, do you know?
Haggis
God.
is a savory
I
pudding
promise it's
containing
important.
sheep's fat minced with chopped onion, oatmeal, suet, spices, and salt, mixed with stock and
It's all cooked properly?
encased in animal
Fine.
stomach.
Okay.
Syria, why
wanted it to
why
be
does that matter
uncooked.
to you?
Sheep's heart, liver, and
I just
lungs.
wish it were a little more.
Oh,
I don't know.
Yeah, that's
That's
A
so
little less
nutritious.
cooked is all. I don't know.
cooked
It tastes
properly and
vascular.
delicious.
Well, I don't know about that.
As you all
You have unique tastes.
Yeah.
as you all are making your way to the gate, Varia, you still have the feat that allows you. What is it? Observant that allows you to read lips.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm never giving that up.
You catch 2 of the guards saying, just, you see as you approach the gate, there are guards lined up, but they don't appear particularly on edge. In fact, the amount of guards here, Neberon soldiers, is not as many as you'd expect. They seem stressed running around, almost as if there's not enough of them here. You see, you catch a very brief conversation between two as one says, we need to be faster, or else they're going to send the soulbound here. As you make it to the gate, Sir Bavo sits up a little straighter as one of these guards approaches your wagon. The guard calls out, "Hail! What are we transporting?" "Oh, well, you see, we're bringing in some beats from DeWolf. These are my hired arms, very skilled individuals, and yes, and he looks at you, Bogarth, and they are very, very nice, very calm." And Bogarth, the guard walks up to you, looks directly at you. "This your son?" Yes, he's a strapping lad, just like his father, very tall."
I'm still like 7'5", right?
Yeah.
With these
Oh, yeah.
glasses
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Okay.
Just like his dad.
Just wanted to visualize that.
He looks at Nesh. Good help. And he kind of goes and looks in the back of the wagon.
I've put my amulet in my.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
One of them crowbars open one of the crates, and you see inside it's just full of these very like russet red beets. Put it back on. Smacks the back of the wagon. "Welcome to Uth."
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pass through the gate into Uth itself.
Let's go.
I'll give him a little
But,
as we drive past.
what the heck is this?
You see Nereus, as you all drive away, you see he goes over to one of the other guards, keeping his eyes on you, puts a hand on their shoulder, says something, but you can't read lips.
None of my business.
As you're on now the streets of Uth itself, you see that it is a very densely packed city. The buildings here are primarily stone with some woodwork on the top, and again, these big, tall, spiked, almost roofs. You see there are so many along these roofs of depictions of what look like terrifying individuals. Maybe they're bugbears, maybe they're orcs, maybe they're just some kind of crazy spirits, but they're all lining the roofs of the buildings here. It takes some time, but eventually you get near, but not inside the second wall. And Sir Bavo
Are the
pulls in.
walls like set up one after another, or are they like?
So it's like, in terms of if we're looking like bird's eye view, we have wall 1, a big birth of the city, wall 2, and raised up is in the next part, and then the castle.
So they're slightly raised up.
Yes, it's like on a hill. Everything progressively pulls up and in.
Gotcha. Okay. Like Atherton. Okay.
As you ride, you will see the spectral merfolk Cario.
Of course. My good friend.
Lying across a crate, kind of lying back, so whoops.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, doxed. Oh my god.
You're right.
Lying so that they're kind of hanging upside down. They're reading a note of sorts. And they'll just tell you, Bogarth, you've changed before they meet your eyes. And you can see that the paper they're holding is in fact your list.
Hey!
Gain 1 inspiration.
What? I'm not inspired by that.
Right,
Okay, I've
more.
got some overflow.
The spirits work
inspiration.
in mysterious ways.
I guess so. Okay. Yeah. Inspiration from Soul, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Also, Nesh is Nesh is still here, right?
Mhm.
He can be inspired.
He technically can be inspired, yes.
He's just a little bit quiet,
Yeah, and also
Very
not making too many rolls.
deep in
Well,
thought.
Unless we get into combat.
For once. No, I'm
Yes,
kidding.
not vocal, keeping it all internal. After several minutes, you get just outside the second wall, and Sir Bavo pulls his cart into
While we're going,
Mhm.
if we're out of earshot of any of the guards, can I lean over to Bavo and whisper,
Mhm.
Who is the soulbound?
What?
Have you ever heard of the soulbound?
No? What, is that some...
I just heard somebody whisper that.
You have great ears. I don't know what that
They're
is.
very long, so yeah.
Have I
Thanks
ever
for
heard
noticing.
Have I ever heard of the Soulbound?
Yeah, I would have said it so that the rest could hear too.
No.
I
It is
mean, have I?
unfamiliar. No, it's unfamiliar to all of you.
Yeah, I forgot to ask.
What could that possibly be?
Beats me, I guess, apparently.
Beats, like in the back.
Yes,
Oh.
very
Yeah.
good.
Sir Bavo pulls into this small little storefront. There's a little small place for the wagon to get brought into this like covered area. There are citizens in this city, but they all seem rather keeping themselves. Most of what you see, while they are sparse, are guards walking around here or there. The people here, there is a distinct absence of a reassuring quality of children's laughter. Most places where you hear children having a good time, it gives you the sense of comfort, the sense of community. This is specifically absent. The children you do see are walking very properly with their adults. If one is out of line, as you see, it is very quickly shushed and moved away from the street. As Sir Bavo parks his cart, if you would like to come inside, we can ask my wife. I think she's here now.
Great.
Okay.
Yes.
You go inside, and Sir Bavo leads you into this very small storefront. Everything is so densely packed together here. Things are very much taller than they are wide, so it's kind of difficult maneuvering through, but the ceilings are an okay height.
Is it like fruits and veggies? What kind of store?
Yeah, it's very much just like produce. You see along one wall, there's what look to be kind of raggedy scarves on display. You see there is a short woman, also human, this sort of brown and gray speckled hair pulled back. She's wearing an apron, just loosely sewing one of these scarves. Sir Bavo introduces her to you as Sarah. They give them each other a little like kiss, you know, like an old people kiss where they kind of like both don't want to lean in too fast.
She's also human.
Yes.
Okay.
And he says, Sarah, it's so good to see you. These are some of my friends. They helped me along the road. They're very nice, but they did have some questions. I was wondering, and he sort of like thumbs his head. They mentioned a name, Jerome, and it was familiar to me. Do you remember? She's like, oh, of course, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for helping my husband. He's a bit of a rascal, but yes, Jerome is actually my employer.
What?
I work bringing food and helping with some cleaning in his tower in the castle.
Oh. Could you...
That's lovely.
Could you point out his tower?
Yes.
We're acquaintances with Jerome,
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and we'd love to pay him a visit
While we're
at some
here.
point.
While we're here, because we know so much, or we've heard so much about him, and we're just really interested in
Catching
the
back
things
up.
he does. Yes.
yeah. Well, he's typically very, very busy. But we could definitely see if I could.
If
let you
it's
in,
too
maybe.
much trouble, no.
Yeah,
Don't
well,
bother at all.
yeah.
But
Yes, well, I do know he does already have company right now. He said his nephew is visiting.
Ooh, his nephew.
Well, then it might be a little
We
difficult.
know his nephew.
Oh,
We do.
You do?
We do.
You know so you know Killian.
We're
Yes,
quite
we
acquainted
do.
with Killian. Yes.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Killian. Killian. Yeah, we know Killian. Yeah. He's a real
How long-
firecracker.
Yes.
How long has How long has Killian been visiting?
Just a few days.
Okay.
Okay.
But he's a very. I'm so excited to hear that he has friends. He seems like a very nice young man, but he works very hard.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Maybe
He
you
does
could.
a lot of things.
Maybe you could mention to. I've been trying to encourage him to take it a little bit slower, a little bit easier. But he's working.
He'll be
very
fine.
hard.
Yeah, he's incorrigible.
Yep.
We try. We don't. I pull Bogart aside a little bit. It's like we're fairly certain that this is our Killian. It's not like a popular name up here, is it?
Surely not, and I'll get the rest of us.
You like?
Nah.
Okay.
It's the first time I've heard that name, so.
Right. I am here for Ceylin, of course.
Of course.
I'm worried about the situation that she is in.
Yeah.
And as much as I would like to go straight to doing that, I'm worried we'll have a hard time without Killian.
Yeah. We're kind of missing a lot of our firepower at the moment.
Ha!
Right.
Good one.
What?
Well, okay.
Wait, we're
Nash.
huddled. Oh, okay.
How's my Nash
Get
impression?
out of here!
It's Pythian.
Yeah, you said it, boss. What?
Okay, well,
Oh, wait.
we have.
Yeah, I was like, I wouldn't find this guy.
We're just off kind of. Thank you for letting us know. We need to make a plan now that we're in the city proper, since we have a couple of things that we want to do.
Of course, I
or
have some
schedule.
stew on. Maybe we could have a little bit of lunch and
Sure.
you can all chat.
We'll take some time to decompress by ourselves, if that's okay.
Yes, I'm not hungry.
Oh, well, you can use the sitting room upstairs. I apologize, we don't have a lot of space, but
That's
no.
okay.
The
Thank
sitting
you so
room,
much
you
for
also
your
have a
hospitality.
bathroom, right?
well, there's a privy outside.
I have to go real quick.
Okay, but come back quick. We have to talk.
Yeah, I know. I have to. I'll be
go
right
now. Are you
back.
sweating?
It's next to the cart.
Of course, I run.
Yeah.
Next to the cot. It's gonna smell.
That was because that was my stomach, so I have to go.
Yep, you go.
All right.
The other two, you go up, and it's again. This is a very thin, but there's enough space for you all to sit and discuss. Bogarth will come up 5-10 minutes later.
I'm back. Hey. Sorry. it's just
Okay.
a little- okay. Great.
So, we
Tower.
are thinking that Ceylin is still with the prince? Or no, the nightmare sent you.
Yes, but in the message, we didn't hear the nightmare's voice. We just saw the nightmare's
Handwriting.
handwriting. We
We
heard
heard-
the Prince of Neberon.
That's who we heard. Okay.
So there's a chance that she's with the prince, but there's
Which-
also a chance that she's just in her, in her office.
Where's her office? Do you remember?
Okay, so the place that I was not in the city, or was it? It was in the city.
It was in the city.
And because I know the roads, by looking down at them, I could potentially find a way back there.
You could potentially.
But we did hear the prince in the message.
Well, best case scenario, we go to the castle to get Killian, hopefully, and we can get Ceylin while we're there.
Right,
Two
But-
birds with one stone.
right.
Exactly.
And if not,
As you all are huddled, Varia, you will hear a whispered and guttural sound from inside your cloak, almost as if a large 8-foot seagull's spectral beak was poking out. And indeed, it is.
Maybe not that kind of bird.
From its jaws, it drops a raw, dead trout into your hands. Gain 1 inspiration. Courtesy of Rael.
Thank you, Rael.
that has to be a gift specifically for you.
You can just go ahead and eat it. I'm not gonna look.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'll look away too.
Oh, sorry.
Can I try to eat it?
Yeah, you can eat it.
Really?
What are you waiting for?
You're really drawing
it.
this out.
Yeah,
A nice
Okay,
wet
eat it.
Varia, you tenderly open your mouth. You know raw fish does not taste good. But this food has not smelled like this in a long time for you. You tenderly, as you feel yourself start to salivate, place the fish in your mouth and you feel your teeth rip through the scales and you take a bite and it is like honey glazed ham. It is delicious. The texture is almost satisfying with how much you have to rip and tear at it, but it is somewhat satisfying.
I try to eat it very quickly, even though it is delicious.
Oh yeah, no, you scarf it down. It is,
Okay.
you all hear.
Okay, sorry.
All right. Anyway, enough of that.
Anyway.
Okay. So.
What I was going to say
Uh-huh.
was we have options. I can potentially try to talk with Killian or with Salen or both and see where they are
With magic.
with magic, but hopefully not out in the open.
Yeah, the thing we just said we weren't supposed to be using.
But also,
You could do it right now.
I could.
We're pretty private now.
However, I have something else that I thought of earlier was that Bava was telling me last night while y'all were gathering firewood that the reason that we can't use magic is because apparently the prince is gathering everybody with any magical ability to his service, I guess.
Okay.
He said that his son that's what his son is doing, but he hasn't seen or heard from his son in a while, which
How long's a while?
I did not have time to ask before you all came traipsing back into our camp.
Apologies.
But I mean, it's whatever. But I think maybe if we see him, because I know what he looks like, maybe we should try to rescue him if the conditions are bad, because Bavo seemed content with where his son was at, but concerned that. My thoughts exactly, okay? So.
Insane.
So then.
My thinking, potentially, we could try to show magic in front of the guards and be taken straight to the prince. Potentially.
Oh gosh.
Which is really risky, but
they'll
incredibly.
they'll take weapons away. Surely, right?
yeah, that's true. But we would probably be able to get very, very close to him very quickly.
But if they take my weapons away, they get their hands on the soul blade.
Can you, with your spectacles, hide them?
I don't think so.
Bogarth, I also want to ask you something. Do you remember specifically what the prince said in the recording?
I had it written down. I think I just had to find it.
Remember.
You still have the bracelet. You could just press the button and play it again.
No, not in this house. Hold on, we got
This is taking too long.
money.
Click.
Oh my god.
Okay. You hear the crack of the recording as you hear once again Salen's pained voice bring forth the "Hello, little bear," and she gets through her part, and it's a little bit difficult to listen as she finishes with "Varia, keep Bogarth up." It cuts as the prince's voice comes through. I want to make sure I get it right, so give me just a moment.
Man, the suspense is killing me.
Didn't write it down. What am I doing? Seneca gives us Killian's letters. And then Salen being held. That's all I wrote. I didn't write the exact thing, I guess.
You think you can stab me and get away with it, you goblin wretch?
Right.
Bring the spirit collar artifacts to Uth if you want your friend to live.
Oh, I see why you're asking me to remember that, DM. Okay.
We could try to hide them on me. Because I can look like someone else.
Oh, would that disguise it too?
It should, unless they try to pat me down.
You
but-
think you can disguise this? Yeah, you think you can disguise me?
Of course not. We would
Unfortunately,
never
no.
try. It's not worth it.
But, I mean, we might be taken into custody and they might just...
It's still worth a shot. I'll give this to you now. And I'll take the soul blade.
Okay.
Be careful with it. What are you
Don't
doing?
drop it. You know?
don't know.
Okay.
I'll put it on my belt.
Okay. So,
Nesh will also give you the gift of gab.
Oh, we're all getting.
Oh, no.
Well, this staff is a back scratcher, and this dagger is
Neither of which are
Hiding in my-
spirit collar artifacts.
that's true.
Yeah, that's true.
hiding in my pants.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's what that is.
They
I'm
are
sorry,
magic.
I cut off your punchline.
Okay. So you've got that.
And I
Do
can...
we want to try to send a message now?
Sure.
It's better here than just out in the streets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we have a lot of options that we I can also be invisible too, or I can make someone else invisible. But I'm just afraid if we're taken into custody, then we may have a hard time sneaking
also
going along with.
None of us know how to go anywhere here.
Well, but some of us are sneaky. Some of us are really, really sneaky.
I'm sneaky too. We can sneak together. That was fun last time. But we
And I
still
can be
don't know where we're
invisible 'cause I'm not
going.
good at sneaking.
Maybe Bava has a map, maybe? Well, maybe not of, like, the interior. That seems like really bad design if they just, like, hey, here's a map of, like, the most...
Maybe it's like a tour.
Well,
map.
do we want to? Do I want to try to send to the both of them right now? It'll be very taxing.
You said you were gonna send to
Killian.
Killian. and Ceylin.
Mhm.
It'll be
Or if
taxing.
we think that it will just take a lot out of me, but if we think that Killian is in the tower.
Well, he has to be, I think.
I'll grab your shoulder. Varia, please send to Ceylin first.
Okay.
I want to know if she's okay.
I will. Okay, so while we're sitting there before they come back, I would like to close.
The orb will flicker.
Uh-huh.
You will all hear the sound. Ghost tour!
Oh, well, maybe if the ghost tour goes through the castle, then we could get, like, a good layout of it.
All right.
I don't know.
Ooh.
The orb just says stuff to me sometimes, and I
That's
love
an
it.
interesting proposition.
I would like to send a message to Ceylin, sit
Okay.
with my lantern and put both hands on it, and sort of send my thoughts out to Ceylin.
Okay.
What are you
You
writing
focus on the idea of Ceylin, and I'm assuming you're casting sending.
Yes, I am. One of my.
You send your
three-
message of 25 words. What is it?
It's Varia. We got your message. On our way to you. Are you in Uth? How many have left? 10?
Bogart says hi.
I think we got 5.
Bogart says hello.
You're at 19.
Bogart says hello.
Sorry.
That's the second time you've done that!
It's fine. Like this time? Or like
you
in
have
the
one
past?
more word than...
Okay.
Yeah. You did syllables one time.
Dang it. This is harder than it looks, first of all. Okay.
Where?
It doesn't look very...
Where
I'm sorry,
can we
wait.
find you? We miss you.
25.
He's counting. He's writing a message and he's counting.
I can't wait. I can't wait to hear from her. I just wish I could hear her. But that's okay. You have to tell me exactly what she says.
Of course I will, Bogart. Just waiting to hear back.
Okay.
You seem very antsy to hear from her.
I feel like this is going one of two ways. Either Oh yeah, I'm chilling. Or I'm dying. Please help.
Yeah.
I'm dying.
Ah!
How many points was that?
Moving very, very quickly.
Oh no.
Would you like to read aloud for the class?
Did we get her voicemail?
Hi, this is Ceylin.
Hi.
Sorry, you matched me.
Hello.
What did she say?
Pretend you don't hear this yet. She said to me, Varia, get Bogarth out of here. It is too dangerous. I cannot die knowing the prince can get his hands on him.
No pressure.
Did you get a message?
I did.
You promised, like, just now, that you
did
would just,
promise.
like, tell me exactly what she said. Go on.
She wants me to get you out of Uth.
No. I'm here to
what she
save her. How can I do that if I'm not an ooth? She's so sad. I can't wait to see her. It's just one of her goofs. Her
She
gaps.
seems-
Do I hear either of them downstairs?
Hmm?
Are they downstairs? Butting
Babo
around?
and
Yeah.
Sarah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can like vaguely hear like idle conversation.
Okay, well, if...
Look, I'm glad that she's alive. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. We have to find. We have to talk to Killian now, right?
Well, I think Killian is in the tower.
I do think he's in the I mean,
I don't think we need to...
I thought the plan was to message Killian.
I can. It will just take a lot of energy.
Okay, well, maybe perhaps we save our energy. If we know where Killian is, no use.
And if he's
Speaking
not
to
there,
him.
then
Yeah.
I can try to find him.
Then we can, save it.
All right.
Save
Fine.
it.
And in case I needed to help Ceylin.
Exactly. Well, maybe we
Yeah.
can use that energy to message Ceylin again.
She...
Okay, I'm convinced.
That might be... Well, okay.
Great. Okay, so then, are we
go downstairs.
sneaking in or are we getting caught?
Oh, I don't want to get caught again.
Okay,
Well,
so
yeah.
if...
Didn't Sarah say that she works for Zeron? Can't she just get us in? This is Nesh. I'm not doing the voice very well.
I know.
Clearly. Oh yeah, good point, Nesh.
The only thing with either getting caught or just walking right in would be that maybe some of these higher ups know what we look like. Which is
Yeah.
fine if I change how I look and if Bogarth change how he
Yeah.
looks.
You. I mean, I feel like surely you can do something, but Nesh is kind of a lost cause.
We can
I've got it!
We
And
can-
he takes off the robe and puts it on backwards.
great idea, Nesh.
That's good. That's good. That's
The
good.
robe doesn't come with like a hood, does it?
The orb will
Is it
flicker
on
once
backwards?
more.
We can't see his face. Yeah.
Oh.
The orb will flicker once more. Maybe we can help disguise y'all.
Would you?
Oh.
Please.
So I have. Hold on.
The
I-
spirits usually take a little bit of time to do these things. Let's keep planning,
Let's-
and then maybe
okay.
they
Let's
can help
go
us.
have lunch.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, really?
You can have like a French fry. It's okay.
Tasted like rocks.
A French fry. What is that?
I hear
He
it's a
said
delicacy
he
in
said
Booth. I don't-
stew.
Oh yeah, stew and I don't know.
It's like
Let's
rock
go have some stew. We can't just leave without. They've
Alright,
been
no,
very
no,
hospitable to
We
us.
could easily do a Triton goodbye, but we're not going to.
Is
No,
that where
because
we...
they've been nice to us.
Oh.
What's a Triton goodbye?
You leave without telling anybody you're leaving?
Oh.
Nice.
Do we like jump in the ocean?
No.
Why is that a Triton?
You jump out of the water.
Let's go to Sarah
Yes.
and we'll chat.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's go.
You're having lunch. Is your intention to get Sarah to take you to the tower?
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah, I think that's
Yes.
the best in between what we've got.
So,
And if we can do so in disguise, that would also be sick.
That would be great.
Sarah, this might be a little weird, but we're very good friends with Killian, and we think it might be fun if we showed up and he didn't recognize us, just as a surprise.
Yes, it's his birthday.
Yes, it is his birthday, and we
is
wanted to.
Nesh.
It's his birthday.
As Nesh says this, the orb will glow in a bright flash, revealing makeup. And Nesh will be slammed with one of those large powder brushes,
Yes!
transforming him into a respectable young lad in a fine suit and a really curly mustache. You'd never tell it was him.
Wow.
Oh, and he like tries to get his arms up, and the shoulder pads. He's like, ugh. His look keeps him from flexing all the way.
Nesh, where have you been hiding that? You look great.
I have not been hiding anything. I don't have a clever response. All right.
Let's move on.
At the sight of this, Sarah will get worried, and then, I do think Killian has been working very, very hard. I think a surprise from some of his good friends would really make his day.
We're really hoping so.
And we are his bestest of friends.
Yes,
Yes, we are.
we've never had any arguments
We are
or
so close
squabbles.
with him.
Or disagreements.
or disagreements.
We
We're
agree
always
on
on the same
everything.
page.
Such good friends. Yes, absolutely. Should we go? Well, in a few minutes, I do need to be getting going to bring lunch to the tower anyways.
That's perfect.
That's great because we need
Oh.
lunch too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had stew.
Yes. Let me pack some up for Killian. And she goes and puts some stew into
Oh yeah, really get those
a
potatoes
big pot
in
that she
there.
then puts on
I
her
think
back.
that's such a great idea. Put some more in there. He will love this.
He will
Oh,
love
yes,
just give him
absolutely.
as
He has
much as
to try.
possible.
The soup is actually not bad.
It was just
Oh, okay.
Bobo
Stew.
that's a shit cook.
On the road? Come on.
Bodied.
He didn't have a lot to work with.
Yeah, so he
I think
found
he's
rocks.
dumb.
Put it in water.
And boiled the rocks.
Rock broth.
Rock broth.
All right. Are we? Wait. Okay. So Nereus.
Let us just go change, and then we'll be ready.
Okay.
Yes, of course.
Nereus,
Huh?
a fly will land on your nose.
Gross.
A chameleon with wild eyes will drop its camouflage and eat it from out of nowhere.
This is very like.
It will look at you and say, okay, third time's the charm, right? Gain one inspiration.
Let's get it.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you look like?
I mean, I have my glasses on, so
Do you not get to change?
He's
I-
obscured.
I'm obscured, so I'm good.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't have anything
Anyone who
else. I don't have any other
doesn't
plan.
But you can't like
Yeah.
change how you look.
No.
Okay. Okay.
Oh God, no.
I see. I see.
Yeah, it's how the glasses of obscurance work is like someone unfamiliar to Bogarth. It doesn't pass to like really, really close inspection, or if someone has reason to believe that Bogarth, it doesn't look quite right. It can be seen through, but just passing glances, things like that, Bogarth will look, will basically look like a human, maybe wearing a big fur coat.
Yes.
Okay.
And then you're gonna disguise yourself.
Mhm.
Nesh looks great. What are you gonna
How
do?
long?
I have
how
a
long
change
is-
of clothes.
Can I ask?
That's
Yell to Sarah
Oh,
back
okay.
downstairs. How long is the walk there? How long will it take to get there?
30 minutes.
Okay, thank you.
Well, maybe you can like duck somewhere. If it's not gonna last very long.
It'll last an hour. I'll just have to do it after we get in.
Okay. All right. Surely we can figure something out.
Bogarth, as you speak with Varia, you will hear the soft sound of buzzing. Slowly getting louder.
What's happening?
Before a large pair of shears will
I don't consent to this. Do I get a chance to dodge?
Spirit Master, what exactly is happening?
they're defurring Bogarth.
What? No. We don't have to do that. I have the glasses. I don't know if you understand what's happening.
They used a fantasy.
Bogarth, I am sorry.
What? I don't get a chance?
If are they redeeming something for this, Spirit
They
Master?
used fantasize.
Well, then it's just an illusion, right?
You don't know that.
That's too much power.
Bogarth looks a little bit thinner without his fur.
When I created this channel. This is not.
This is all you.
This is not
You
what I
did this.
wanted.
All
You
you.
did this. What?
Are you okay?
You're bold.
Look at me!
Oh, I'm looking. Wow.
Bogarth looks way younger than he normally does. Because they got even the stuff on his face.
Can I feel?
Yeah.
It's like seeing a dog
What's it
walking
feel
its
like?
hind legs. It's so weird.
It feels a little bit stubbly.
Do I at least get like some lotion, some like aftershave?
You're gonna have crazy strawberry legs.
Guys?
Oh yeah.
Dry shave.
Oh, it's cold.
It's a little. It'll
Oh,
go back, Bogart.
Nesh, where'd you?
Why did you do that?
Oh, do you need a robe, Bogarth?
Yeah, no. Put the robe on
Now he's
Bogart.
just completely naked. What the heck?
No, he has the suit on.
He has a suit.
He does?
Yeah,
No,
Nesh
you
does.
No.
you need that. You know, I guess no one will recognize me as a bugbear like this,
Alright.
right?
Right.
I'll leave whatever room we went into.
Probably the same room that we were in,
Mm-hmm.
just sitting.
Sir Bavo,
Yes.
I'll just peer around the door, not showing myself. Do you have a shirt?
Yes, absolutely. Be right there.
In like oh crap, do they have sizes?
Yes,
in
of course they have
like
sizes.
a 7XL.
Sorry.
Sir Bavo brings you a shirt. It is a little bit of a crop top,
That's fine.
Slay.
That's okay.
but it is long sleeve, so it goes to your like mid forearms.
Okay, it's what I got. Yeah, okay.
Oh, and one more thing, and I'll take my cape off and I'll wrap it around your buttocks, possibly.
Oh, look, I saw pants.
Okay, good. Never mind. We're fine.
I don't think they sheared off my pants. Don't get any ideas.
Okay, you're safe. I'm not giving this to you.
Okay, I'm fine.
Nereus, as you go to put your cloak back on, you will find one of your feet caught on one of its ends, and you will
Hey.
trip.
Oh, I never trip.
Not normally.
Oh,
You will, in fact, find yourself, as you get up, to look quite unlike yourself. When you get up, you appear
Oh, no.
as a fancy elf in a fancy golfer outfit.
golfing.
Let's go.
But can the pant? It's a fancy golf outfit. Can it like the pants be up a little bit too high?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
shorts, yeah. The polo.
Okay, but how
The
tall
cap.
though? Is my question.
That is the real question.
Wonderful.
Can we
Well-
go?
Yes. Sarah begins taking you all up through the second wall, which has a few more guards, but they see Sarah and they let you all through relatively easily. After several minutes of walking, about 20 minutes, you get near the castle. It's kind of winding roads to get there. Bogarth, you have a moment where you look at the ground and look up and you see a building that looks vaguely familiar, but you brush it off for the time being and continue on.
Okay.
You eventually get to the base of the castle. And there's a small little courtyard area and then paths that lead off to these three towers that are equidistant from each other around the castle. The one nearest you is off to the right, and Sarah leads you that direction. As you approach the tower, it seems not the widest thing in the world, but it is very tall. You can see that there is two flying buttresses that connect the tower to
Let's go.
the castle itself further up. There's a small wooden door at the base of this path, and there is a little chain with a bell. And Sarah says, "All right, now all of you need to hide, okay?"
Yeah. Okay.
there-
I hide.
Yeah, there's some bushes around. You can tuck in the bushes. I'll have you all roll stealth for me real quick.
I took him to the bushes and it hurts a lot.
Yes, it does.
Oh.
Your good old protective barrier.
Oh.
Okay.
It hurts a lot.
I'm using my inspiration.
Let's go.
I'll stuff a pie in my face. And see if that can help me out.
Right on, right on.
Please, by God. I swear I'll figure something out with that master, I was gonna say Master Baker again. The Baker Supreme. I know, I'll figure something out.
The deal has been made.
Oh. Very
Okay.
nice.
We're so back.
I'm. Oh, are
no.
you gonna use your inspiration? Because I'm gonna use my inspiration too.
Yeah,
We're all doing it.
All right, I'll just keep
Yeah.
it open.
From
Who's-
Joseph's soul.
From
Again.
Joso? Come
Joso?
on, come on.
As you're all getting hidden,
Daenerys?
go ahead.
Uh-huh.
Just all.
Oh
Wow.
my God.
I'm so sorry, Joseph.
Oh, no.
You have the worst luck tonight.
Do I have to roll for Nesh, by the way? Or do you?
I rolled for Nesh.
Okay.
Don't worry.
And then
You should
I
worry.
am
Oh,
going
good.
to, I'm gonna pick a trout bone out of my teeth and use the one from Rael.
Right on. Big money.
It is better than a one. Okay.
Okay.
It's just cruel, man.
I know, it's specifically targeting one spirit. Joseph, I'm so sorry.
Dang, well.
Thanks, Rael.
Wonderful.
They giveth.
As you all
and
hide,
taketh away.
Sarah rings the bell. Bling, bling, bling.
Do you need our numbers?
What'd you roll? I'll need them in a second.
Okay.
Laird, would you like to join us at the table?
Oh my God! Where did you come
Who
from?
could it be?
Oh, the tower.
Well.
Where's this guy been hanging out?
As
Look down.
Killian,
Express him.
you hear the meal bell ring at the bottom of the tower. You're up on one of the higher floors and you have to make your way down. You pass by the strange guard that Jerome has posted on the floor that has the pathway to the main castle. Very large, imposing, covered with his cloak. You can see just the tip of its nose follow you as you go down the stairs. As you get to the bottom, you open the door and you see Sarah there holding a big pot of stew, a lovely rosiness to her cheeks as she smiles as she sees you. She says, Killian, I have something. Oh, I can't hide it. Happy birthday!
Can we jump out of the
Yeah.
bush? Happy
Keep in mind, we look like freaks.
People you do not recognize.
I'll start to fireball.
Yeah, you also see, Killian, would you like to describe for me how you look in this moment?
I look gaunt. Pretty exhausted and tired.
no.
Kind of leaning over, eyes not open very much. A new symbol kind of broken into my arm.
Broken. Okay.
Like burned into my arm, I suppose. Just kind of not looking too great.
Happy birthday, Killian!
Birthday boy!
As you begin to spark this flame, your magics will get a little bit away from you as the flame grows brighter and more intensely than you had initially intended. You will feel the sparks and the heat and the smell of spice course through your arm. You have been gifted with the element of fire.
Excellent. And when I disguised, I just changed my face and gave myself a little bit more color in my skin so I don't look so pale. But I kept the hat, I kept the antlers, that still have the cape and just different colored clothing. So it's the same silhouette as Varia. It just she looks a little different. I don't know.
Big yellow hat, big blue cape.
Yeah, weird colors, but the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll just who are you? Who are you guys?
Killian, aren't these your friends? They told me they were here because it's your
but
birthday.
we look a little different.
It's not my birthday.
It is at this point the orbital light and a familiar portly chef will appear. It seems time for more food. Who's hungry? Because I've got pizza pie for everyone. Nesh and Bogarth, you get all meat. Varia, yours has uncooked meat. And don't worry, Nereus, fully vegetable for you. You will all feel this pizza pie give you a more silvery tongue.
Of course.
Everyone gain +3 to
I
your
already have
charisma-based
that meat.
skill checks and saving throws.
Of course,
Let's
we
go.
brought pizza. Everyone loves us.
I want pizza.
Killian, you told us this was your birthday.
Why would you lie to us about that? We're your best friends.
Well,
What they said.
what are you guys doing here?
It's a surprise!
We came to
It is.
see you, birthday boy. Hello.
Yes, husband. It is your birthday. Husband?
Sorry,
It's like-
what? Yeah, sweetie, you haven't heard about the polycule. We're all.
Dude! What?
Oh my god.
Killian. I'll walk a little closer. Are you okay?
Bogarth? What happened?
I don't want to talk about it.
Am I okay? Are you okay?
Chili? I'll whisper to you if I can get that close. I don't know. I don't know what the situation.
Sarah, we don't want to get in your way if you need to bring this food
Yeah,
up
we
to
can
Zero.
just all go inside.
Yeah,
We'll
Is-
follow
No.
behind you.
No, I think it's better we stay not in the tower right
Can
now.
Sarah
Well, is-
do her
Is
job?
Master Jerome in the tower?
Yeah. He is.
Well, I can bring his food up to him if that's all right. Killian, you can all have a moment in the courtyard.
No. I think it's better if I think it's better if we stay here and you go up there. Don't let Jerome know that my friends are here because we don't want to bother him.
Absolutely, Killian. It's good that you have friends. And she
yeah.
gives you a little side hug as she shuffles past.
I'll
Thank you,
come
Sarah.
up. I'll come up to you, and I'll just come close and say quietly, "Did you save your sister yet?"
Not yet, but I'm learning how.
Okay. Did you ever? You told me that you might know how to bring Evandal back. Did you ever figure that out?
You will notice that the symbol that's on my arm is the same symbol on your arm.
What? Wait. What?
Which is a lot easier to see without all the fur.
Yeah, no kidding.
This symbol right here.
Oh.
And it's like seared into the metal on my arm.
Why do you have that one on your arm? Is that part of the
Yeah,
part
it's,
of your
it's just part of the
sigils?
whole thing.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Wait.
I tried to do some of the same kind of magic that I think has imbued you with Evandal on myself.
But you're not a malevolent. It shouldn't have worked
No,
on you.
it didn't. You guys will see, like, it's hard for me to stay standing. I'm pretty tired.
I'll
It took,
rush over
Tired but
and try
not
to.
hurt.
not
Okay.
really hurt, no, just exhausted.
I'll try to just help keep you up.
It took everything in me and Jerome to attempt it. And it didn't work, so
Killian.
Who were you trying it with?
with
Tara?
Tara to try to see if I could put her back in the arm again, because I know I can take her back out again.
Killian, why did you do this without us?
Because I had to. Jerome's not really happy to see you guys, I'm sure, so.
Would have been nice to know.
You could have been killed.
Well,
Look at you.
I wasn't.
You look like you're on
Yeah,
the brink
barely.
of it.
Yeah.
Killian, you notice Nesh, as this conversation is taking this turn, is at a loss for words.
Convenient.
And probably truthful.
Yeah.
So,
So what's the plan?
what's the plan? How long were you gonna be here?
I don't know. I doubt more than a week. at the current rate that I was going.
So we're just supposed to leave you again?
No. I think I've gotten what I need. I just am not powerful enough yet.
Okay.
But I'm sure Jerome will know the second that I'm actually gone. There's a guy just inside who doesn't have very many words. I just call him Tiny, but he's not small.
Okay.
So,
So the whole like cutting him off and not really speaking to him again that I was telling you about is not really feasible then?
I don't know. Jerome is a lot more powerful than I thought he was.
We gathered that.
We could have told you that, but yeah.
So you don't think that if we snuck you out of here, and then he was alerted, and came after us, you don't think that we'd be able to take him on?
No, and I don't think we'd be able to get out of the city in time. What are you guys doing here? There's
We're
no
here
way
to
you could
get
have.
you.
We're here to get you.
Sightseeing.
There's no way you could have known that I was here. How did you find yourself in Uth?
So, we got a message from my brother, Ron, the Nightmare,
Okay.
that actually ended up being a message from Ceylin, my best friend, that also actually ended up being a message from the Prince of Neberon.
Hooray!
He's here too, by the way,
He
in the castle.
told us in that message to bring the artifacts here.
And you did?
Well, I mean, we're here, but
You see that the Soul Blade and the Gift of Gab are both missing from Nesham Bogart.
we... I'll say in just super hushed. We have them. They're on... There we go. But we just wanted to keep them on one place. Maybe
Okay.
that's a bad idea. Now that I'm
Do you
saying
still
that
have
out
do you still have
loud.
the well on you?
Eggs.
Yeah,
basket.
it's still just on my hand.
But okay, I'm here because I wanted to save you, but it sounded like Ceylin was in trouble. It sounded like the Prince of Neberon has her.
Well, she's got to be in the castle somewhere.
You think so? Have you seen
She's an elf.
half elf.
Oh,
Slightly not quite as pale as Varia is, especially not right now, but sort of in that direction, skin tone. Have you seen anyone that might fit
I'll
that
help
direction?
fill in because I was friends with Salin too.
Yeah.
She
I'll
always
fill
wore
in
like
the-
really cute glasses, and
She was very sweet,
she always had like her hair
kind of a high pitched voice.
up in like a bun.
This is the farthest out of the tower I've gone.
Really?
So I haven't really left the tower for I don't know how many days it's been.
Well, what do you want us to do?
Well, I think I'm glad you guys are here. It is good to see you.
Okay.
But
The way you were reacting made it seem like we messed up.
Yeah.
I'm just afraid of what could happen. Zerome's been really nice to me, actually, which is weird.
What does he want from you?
Yeah, did he say?
Sorry to interrupt you, but
He wanted some information about us,
Aha.
and I
Okay.
gave him some. Nothing that he could use against us. I'll kind of like look around. But not everything. He doesn't really know much about you, Nereus.
Oh, I'm an enigma.
Or,
so-
or too much about you, Varia, and knows kind of about your amulet, but he already kind of knew that.
Does he know a lot about me?
Yes. Both from what I've told him and what the nightmares told him.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. Right. Is the nightmare here?
I don't think so.
Probably still over
Has
at
to
the
be
City of
fun. I
Progress.
I think he's in the front lines, yeah.
Yeah.
Laird. Is Tara with you?
Yes. Tara is on my arm, but she's not making too much noise either. She seems pretty tired as well.
So,
Understandable.
so, okay. So you're saying that the sigil that's been put into your arm?
Yeah, I tried to kind of stamp it onto it and it just took way too much energy from me and from Jerome, and ended up not detonating, but failing.
Failing, sure. It's supposed to bring your sister back, not in bird form, but like...
As Evandal would be to you,
I see.
she would be to me.
Okay.
But
So then...
no, my sister is not actually a bird.
I didn't know. Okay, used to that.
I want to get you out of here. But if you're not ready to go, then it's up to you.
Let me. You guys are already pretty well disguised.
Oh, well,
Not by choice.
no.
You didn't do that on
Some
purpose?
not by choice.
Okay.
No,
Either
that
way,
was his fashion choice. He thought he'd try something new.
let me stay.
It hurts. It's
Oh.
it's like
Okay,
it's
sorry.
it's sensitive.
You got a little bit of razor burn.
I'll grease you up.
Naked Bogart greased up is just horrifying.
But
Horrifying.
only we see
I
it.
got my
Like,
chain.
to everyone else,
It's still just as damaging to my psyche.
Oh, yes.
As you all converse, a miniature seagull will pop in next to Terra on your shoulder, Killian, and will peck your lapel. Killian, gain 1 inspiration, courtesy of Rael.
Let's go.
They're multiplying.
Okay. So, yeah.
Jerome doesn't think I'm leaving at all. I haven't made it. I haven't made it seem like I was intending to.
Oh, and you can run errands. You can leave the tower from time to time.
I shouldn't.
If we're gonna try to get Ceylin out of here, we need to get her first.
That's
Because
what
if
I'm
we're
thinking.
gonna be stuck in here whenever you leave,
And I'm afraid that we're not strong enough to take on the prince. Although, I did defeat the prince in like one
He-
stab.
Is apparently prone to episodes.
Of?
Kind of, I don't know, screaming as best as I can tell.
We've all seen the prince in like multiple places.
I don't know if
at
it's
once, right?
like, heard of this medical term called schizophrenia. I don't know if that's what it is or not, but he's got some sort of condition that is making him not very stable.
Okay.
have you heard or seen anything about the mages that end up with him?
No, it's pretty much just been me in here. But let me continue with what I'm doing so that Jerome doesn't feel like anything's off. And then you guys can go find Ceylin.
I'm just worried that we won't be strong enough to take care of whatever needs to be taken care of without you.
It's at this moment, Killian, a rather familiar sight to you as you've seen them pass by through the windows in the tower. You have heard it, and it definitely causes a response from you, but now it's something you've accepted as part of being here. You all see a flash of red, black, and gray, and then the clang of metal as a guard wearing Neberon colors falls from the wall about 100 feet from you. Up!
I just have no reaction. Just
Falls from the. Hold on, I need. What?
The castle wall, guard.
We're in the castle.
Yes.
Okay, so we're seeing
you're in the
outside.
you're in
Oh.
the courtyard
Courtyard, yeah.
Okay.
of the castle. From the walls of the castle itself.
Are we under attack?
And just dead.
Yeah. I mean, he fell far enough.
How far away is he?
About 100 feet away. It's closer to the castle wall.
Were there any other guards on the wall?
You see a couple look down and but it's heads. You really can't make anything out from this distance.
They don't look concerned? Or can't tell?
They look over and then their heads pop back.
Is
Ki-
that?
Killian, what is this? Just you don't seem phased. Is this
I
just
mean-
normal?
it's just Neberon, I guess.
What?
Should I go heal him?
No, okay, he's the enemy.
No,
He's-
he's probably dead. It's a pretty long fall. Most of them don't get back up, so
Most of them. How many?
I don't know. I don't really pay attention to
What
it.
are
I
we
just kinda
doing?
hear the thump.
We'll find out in 15 minutes. We're
Oh
going to
my
take a quick break.
Come on!
While they figure out what they're doing, we'll be
That's
right
true.
back. Grab some popcorn. We'll be back so soon, spirits. See you in 15 minutes. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you had a great break. I hope you're all rested, refreshed, ready to go, because we have some things to get to,
I don't like
my
how you said that.
friends. What is our plan of action here? We discussed quite a few things of what we're going to do, reminding us as we are outside currently of Zerome's tower within the city of Uth. We've met back up with Killian. You were discussing several plans of potentially going to find Ceylin. Killian, thank you for the follow.
Thank you, J-Ring, for the follow.
Thanks.
Thank you.
So we are gonna go find Ceylin.
You guys go find Ceylin. I'll stay in the tower, and
And just lay low.
yeah, try to find a way to contact me when you need me.
Oh, wait, we have the earrings, right?
Nereus,
Oh, yes.
should we give one of
Yeah,
them?
yeah.
Should I keep mine or do you want to keep it? It doesn't matter to me as long as we can get in
I'll
contact.
keep mine.
Okay.
I'll keep mine.
Here you go.
I'll take out the one that I already have to replace it, so it doesn't look like I suddenly have two.
Right.
This one talks to Zerome. Don't use it.
Yeah,
But I can't have two with me, or he'll suspect something.
Jeez. Does he sometimes just speak through this?
No, I've only used it to communicate with him, but you can communicate with him.
Well, we just
Okay.
won't do that.
Okay.
Okay. So, you'll go back up, make everything seem like it's normal.
Yeah,
We'll find Ceylin
Yes.
sounds good.
together.
I just have to run a little errand, but you guys go ahead.
Run an errand for Zerome.
Yeah, sure.
Of course. I don't want to disturb whatever you've got going on here. We've got to act normal. Great. Okay. So then, we're all sneaking, yes?
Where do you think she's gonna be?
Yes.
Where's the prince in the castle?
I don't know. I haven't been in the castle. I've only been in the tower.
Is there like a directory in this castle? Like a sign that says like, you are here?
I would assume that if she's being held as like a prisoner, then probably like the dungeons. I don't know where those would be, but probably
Usually.
something like that.
Underground.
Well, in the message, they were both in the message together. I guess he could have just visited her. Well, maybe we check that first. Would that be easier or harder to get into?
Killian, since you are so buddy-buddy with Zerome, could you ask him?
That would probably be pretty suspicious. He's given me free reign in the tower, but leaving the tower, they've made it pretty clear I probably shouldn't be doing that.
Well, you don't have to leave. You could just ask him.
Well, yeah, perhaps you could, like, just kind of, like, very, subtly ask.
And then relay it to us over the earring.
I can try. The thing that I don't want to mess up is that, and I don't actually feel this way, but I've built some trust with him. And if I ruin that at all, it'll ruin any chances we have of me finding more information beyond what you guys can just find on your own.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe we can reach out to you if we feel like we're running into a wall.
Okay.
As a last hope. Okay.
The orb will flicker, and Bogarth, a mini seagull will land on your shoulder, missing all of its feathers. Plucked in solidarity. Gain one inspiration courtesy of Ryan.
Hey, does this bald bird make
You
you feel
look
better?
horrible. Thank you.
That's funny.
I do feel a little better.
So are we splitting?
Mm-hmm.
Just Killian and the other four?
Yep.
I mean, I don't really want to pal around in your tower, so...
I mean,
No offense.
as long as you could be stealthy about it, but Zerome's pretty powerful. I don't know what else he might be capable of
Yeah.
beyond what he's already taught me, which is not good stuff. So,
Well, okay. I trust three of us to be sneaky.
Why is he looking at you, Nereus?
Who are the three that you trust to be sneaky?
Because I'm just not sneaky.
Um,
Nash.
That's okay. Nereus and I have gone sneaking around before, and we
Oh.
were awesome.
We're experienced.
First of all, you can like disguise yourself and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Nesh.
He's so eye-catching that it makes it hard for him to sneak around.
That's what I was gonna say.
Or stop talking.
Totally.
Or be
I
stealthy.
can help with this.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, how? You can shut him up? No, I guess you've been pretty
Whoa.
quiet today. Sorry.
I just need you to try to be quiet a little longer, Nesh.
Okay.
He doesn't have the gift of gab on him, right?
No, I haven't.
We're chilling.
Tucked
okay.
into my belt.
Okay, great. That's awesome. Okay. So what are you gonna do?
Hold on. I think it lasts for an hour, so I probably shouldn't cast it until we need it.
Magic. I love magic.
Yes.
Woo! We are really playing fast and loose with this magic thing right now.
Yeah, what? They already know that I do magic.
I
Why don't
haven't cast anything right here.
It's true.
It's true.
Why don't you let me try to help? I'm assuming you were going to
really?
do something to do with invisibility.
Mm-hmm.
I will also do invisibility.
There you go, Nesh.
We're making Nesh invisible.
So I'll touch Nesh and he'll turn invisible.
Oh!
Don't hit
you
anything
killed
or
him.
cast any spells.
Our beautiful boy.
Nereus,
You'll
you
see it does
feel
take
a
a
large
toll on
form
me, too.
bump into you.
Ah!
Oh,
he's
sorry.
still there.
I
Okay.
can't see where I'm going.
Okay.
And
No,
try to
we
keep the
can't see you. You can
Neither
still
can
see.
I.
What?
You have to take your hands off of your eyes and be able to...
I can see through them. That's the problem.
Oh, right. That is how that works.
Just-
Is that how that works?
Try to keep up with the spell, and we'll go now.
Okay. Yeah, you'll have around an hour.
Okay.
Understood. Let's go.
Okay. We're going. We're
Okay.
going.
So are we trying to act casual or be really sneaky?
I'm gonna have. Well, okay. As we're walking to the other end of the courtyard somewhere, I'm gonna have to probably try to disguise myself as something.
Like a god. Yeah.
Yeah, because I can't. Well, I could cast invisibility on myself. I'll just do that.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
It's just the boys.
And then we will
The
pretend like
boys.
we're invisible. And
We
hopefully
will
everyone
pretend
else will
like
go
we belong
along with
here.
it.
Yeah.
As you guys leave and start doing your thing towards the castle, you'll see me leave the tower towards the corpse that fell from the wall.
Ow.
I don't have time to
Nope.
think about that
We
or
don't have
worry about
time
the
to
implications. Do you do
We're
that?
stuck in
freaks?
planning
All
mode.
right.
All right.
Okay.
Invisible, sneaky.
We sneaking?
Great.
Yes.
We sneak. We do it.
As you're making your way around the castle, I'll have you all roll stealth for me.
Okay.
And
we'll
the
come back in a second.
two of us roll with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm rolling for Nick.
Yes.
3 inspiration, surely. Sure. Okay.
Don't even need it. Oh, I rolled 2 15s. Wow.
Josh, do you have Nesh's dexterity modifier?
Yeah, I think it's just a +2.
Yeah.
Yeah, +2. I don't think that he's got. I don't know his proficiencies though, besides athletics. So.
That's fine.
Okay. You know what? I got 3 inspiration. I'm gonna use one. I'm gonna use the one from the great merfolk spirit soul.
Oh.
Your list burns in your pocket.
I know.
A spooky reroll.
Hey!
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah. I'm invisible. Right? Okay. I rolled a 27.
Nice.
16.
Great. Nesh also rolled a 16.
Let's go.
10.
Oh, no.
What? Wait,
10.
what?
7 on the die, plus 3 from stealth. I'm rolling like shit today,
Wait, you
bro.
don't have
you not-
expertise in stealth?
What? No?
The rogue.
Hey, listen, man. I'm not great at building characters. That would have been the smart thing to do.
It's okay.
But we're not doing that.
Nereus
fun
can
this
talk
way.
their way out of anything
Yeah, I
at this point.
Exactly. I've got
Oh.
plus 12 to persuasion. I think I'm doing okay. I think I'm doing okay.
You're just a bard flavored as a rogue.
You are also in a very nice golf
Bard
outfit.
with me.
Nice. People just ask me about my golfing career.
God.
I love this so much.
Well, I'll just try to find pillars and vases to hide behind
Oh my god.
as we go.
Making your way around the outskirts of the castle, it is a situation of there is one way in, which is the very large doors at the front that you're able to find easily. There seem to be several other ways through the other 3 towers, like using the buttresses or potentially going in through one of the other towers. But in terms of entrances into the castle itself, it's either the main front entrance, which has the 2 large doors closed and the 1 small door that's a part of the large doors. There are guards.
Right.
So we're in the courtyard.
Mm-hmm.
The one door the doors that go out to like the main part of the city, which is how we came in. And then we went to the tower.
One
Are
of the
there-
3 towers.
One of 3 towers. Are there guards in front of the other 2?
There are no guards in front of the towers.
Oh.
But there are just the 3 towers. There's no other doors or ways in.
It's the main entrance, which are the huge doors that you would see on a castle, and then the 3 towers. Each have small doors, one of which you've already been to.
So then we need to go up one of the towers.
Right, because it doesn't seem like we're gonna get in
No.
to the castle proper. Okay. Well,
Are they exactly the same? The
Uh,
other 2 towers?
Like visually?
Mhm.
Yeah, for the most part from the outside.
You can't see any like hallways that go off.
So each of them has a set of flying buttresses that then connect as like a bridge. And you
Oh,
can
okay.
see from the ground 1 guard walk across. So it looks like they go into the towers and then go to the main. Someone help me out here. What's that called? The top of the castle wall.
The terrace?
The terrace, yes.
Okay.
okay, so it doesn't matter which one we pick because
No,
we'll
we just need to
realistically
pick
be
one.
able to.
Okay.
Okay.
So the one without the guard.
I like left.
Is left the one without the guard.
Roll a D. Someone roll a D4 for me,
I got it.
and then
You
call
have
evens
better
or
rolls.
odds.
Evens.
Yeah.
I rolled a 1.
Okay. So right then, we're
I'm
going
not
to the
really
right tower. Is that what that means?
I don't know. He
You go to
told
the
me
left
roll,
tower,
But that's the one with the guard.
and you open the door to go inside. And inside this tower, it's rather bare. You see this staircase along the edge of the tower. Nesh and Varia, Nesh is kind of holding on to you so he can figure out where he needs to go. The 2 of you are making your way. You begin ascending the stairs. The tower is
Nesh and I should go first since we can see without being seen.
That's true.
So true.
Yeah. You guys go first.
And then, yeah.
Bogarth, as you ascend, you find the stairs feeling easier and easier to bound up. And you find yourself with the hops. Gain the abilities of spiritual.
Yes. I love this one. Who do I have to thank?
That would be Monster Crusher 30.
Yo.
Monster Crusher. I will crush many things.
The
I don't know,
first,
that's not how that works.
the first floor of the tower, there's not much there. Second floor, arrow slits, seams. There's a small table you can see. There's a set of cards. You get up, 3rd, 4th. On the 4th floor, you see there is some strange contraption set up. Varia and Nesh, as you look, the first thing that you notice is it smells very salty, almost as though you were above an ocean. And you see this contraption, its main body is this big, almost bathtub-like contraption with then these long poles that go up and hang these strange fixtures that point down towards this pool of water, which from the smell you can assume is salt water.
Right.
The next floor up, then, is the pathway onto the terrace itself.
Wait. What's in the pool? What's in the pool?
We should have
Water.
You're not there.
Yell in the other tower.
I guess he has the earring actually. We should let one of our invisible friends take a peek. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Varia, you go up to the water's edge. Inside the water, you see what looks to be a very large barnacle. You can see, as you gaze inside, the tips of fingers stretch out from the edge of the barnacle.
Why is it always fingers? Sea creatures. Ryan. What's wrong with you?
And a hand extends and reaches out, very slimy and like that of a clam's tongue.
Oh
Reaching
no.
out.
But it's like a human hand.
It is familiar.
What do you mean familiar?
Like
How
Rayul familiar?
Would someone like to roll, or very roll history? You're the one.
Yeah.
Nereus, as you have all paused, a wild-eyed chameleon will drop out of camouflage near you
Why?
and tell you.
Why are you haunting me?
A wise person once said something. I am neither. Gain more inspiration. Joseph Solar.
Wow.
Yeah, for sure this time it's gonna work.
It's gonna be a nat
Wisdom
20.
is the dumb stat. All right.
I rolled a 1, so I'm gonna pinch some of the fairy dust on my shoulder and try to sprinkle it on it and use my inspiration monster crusher. Please.
Let's go.
Oh, great. Spirit.
Just better than a
The
1.
one who lifted me earlier. Send good vibes.
The best of vibes. Immaculate.
Did I not just say we were gonna get a nat 20?
Literally?
It went from
But you stole it from Joso.
Yeah, what the hell?
Sorry.
Well,
You said history?
That's okay.
It'll
we got
be
plenty to talk
another nat 20.
Yeah.
It's
I'll
just
kiss
a
it
20.
again.
I
All
declare.
right. Varia.
Go. Who's it belong to?
For a moment,
What? What? Is it a right or a left?
it's a left hand.
Okay.
For a moment, you look at the hand, and then you remember this hand, while it was a bit thicker, cast a storm of ice upon all of you. This is eerily... not eerily. It is for sure the hand of Pearl Talia.
Barnacle.
Did she have?
what?
Did she have an arm when the last time we saw her? Did she have both arms?
I'm pretty sure you didn't have a body.
Yeah, you did guiding bolt her from max distance.
Oh, I
I
know.
wonder if that's like her
it
just
was
slowly
sick as hell.
coming back into the material realm or something.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Somebody cut it off.
We don't see it.
No.
It's all you, Varia.
What is it? It's Pearl Dahlia's hand.
What?
What?
I'll.
I want to try and sneak up and look.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Because I've been rolling so well so far.
Yeah, Nereus, you feel the staff on your back begin to wriggle.
No.
We go
Should
away.
I stab it?
No,
No,
just
we're
leave
not
it.
stabbing anything.
No,
You don't have that.
You don't have it. I have it on me. Put it back. Put it back right now.
You got
Put it back.
no sword.
Reach into Varia's hand.
I've lost the plot, it seems. Okay.
We should just
keep
go.
going
This is
then?
not why we're here.
Yeah,
we
I'm
can
like-
deal with her later.
Squeezing it between my shoulder blades, like inching towards the way away from.
What are you doing?
It's go.
What do
Oh,
you
the
have?
staff.
The staff
Oh,
is
okay.
wriggling, and I think it wants to go.
You,
Over
okay,
it.
let's
Let's
go.
go.
We're
Let's go.
chilling.
Let's go.
Let's go.
We're going.
You go up then to the 5th floor and are able to make your way.
Before you all leave, a spiritual hand will sneakily grab Pearl Talia's and attempt to yeet it out of the window.
10 pounds of force.
It's only an arm. It doesn't weigh 10 pounds.
Is it attached?
Varia,
To the
you see a spirit hand pull on the arm. You see the arm stretch and pull
No.
But unfortunately, 10 pounds of force is not enough to pull Pearl Talia out of the barnacle.
I can't tell if I'm happy or
God.
sad.
Don't worry, as you level up, your spirit hand gets stronger.
Oh.
As you walk up the stairs, Nereus, you are the last one as you're kind of itching along, and you see as the spirit hand finally lets go, it slips, and the hand clasps on the edge of the tub, and you see just the tops of this seaweed-like hair. Before you get all the way up the stairs.
Go.
I don't want to be here.
I don't want to be here.
You can't be very happy with it.
The person who killed her and then looted her corpse.
Yep, in that order.
Yeah.
Currently has her staff.
You walk
Yeah.
across this
chilling.
flying buttress. There is no railing to this, so it's a little precarious.
Okay.
Nesh almost slips off, but holds on to you.
Certified.
Yes.
As you make your way across, Bogarth and Nereus, you are a little bit exposed and have to make your way across rather quickly. From where you are on the terrace, there is this set of wall, and then you see there are these bastions where you can make your way via like stairs and ladders down to the actual direct courtyard of the castle, which is all in stone as opposed to the outside. You can see that there's several different rooms. The wall itself is mainly for protection purposes. As you make your way down this bastion, as carefully as you can, you get to the bottom and you see that the main structure of the castle itself is made out of this similar purple stone, and that there are a variety of different doors within it. It is much more personable here, not as much for defense as it is for general daily life.
You you keep bringing up the purple stone. None of us are familiar with that, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
But it's everywhere here. Part of
Yes,
the walls, part of the castle.
Must be nothing.
You see that in front of you there is a door that seems to lead inside. There is also then what appears to be a cellar door, just off.
Should we try going down first?
Yeah. Well,
As long as it looks safe. Kind of just following you right now.
I'll try the cellar door.
You're able to open it. It's not locked.
Do I hear anything?
From
If I open it just a little bit and just put my ear.
you don't hear any kind of whooshing of wind or anything like that. It seems to go deeper.
But no voices or footsteps or anything.
Not directly, no.
Okay. We go in now. Ready?
okay. I'm ready.
Yep. Ready.
Very
I'll
Nesh.
gonna save
I'll
you.
hold it open. Let Nesh go first, and then the two of them, and then I will close it.
Okay. Nereus, as you begin to descend the cellar, you hear, "Hey!"
Whoop.
And a guard walks up to you. Are you lost?
No. I have business down here.
Golf business? Sorry. I'm not
What was that?
Are you hearing things? Are you alright? Are you lost?
He draws his sword.
Okay, well, relax. We don't need to do anything like that
I
right now.
I would like to Oh God. I
Are
would
you
like.
laughing at me?
Oh Jesus, getting worse. I'm going to summon my echo. 'Cause I'm assuming we hear this from the
You
stairs.
see Nereus stop.
I'm gonna summon my echo. I'm going to grab and squeeze one of Aria's arms, and then I'm going to look through my echo's eyes, and I'm just gonna sprint out like a madman with my echo.
Sprint out or down?
Is the guard above or down?
The guard is above.
Above, right?
Oh.
Okay. I'm gonna he's just gonna sprint out and just shoot off in a direction.
Okay, but important question. Is the echo also bald?
What do you think, DM? Am I double screwed?
In Bogarth's heart of hearts, is he bald?
No.
Okay, the echo is fully furry.
Yes!
A tear drips down your face. You're like, that's what I used to look like.
For now.
The wind through my spectral fur as I leap through the air like a gazelle.
Oh my
Yes. Nereus, before this happens, the guard says, what business do you have in the dungeons? As then suddenly, whoosh, Gazelle Bogart.
I was looking for him, but he looks like he's your problem now. You should probably
What?
go get him. Yeah, go. He just stole something from down there, probably.
Roll deception.
Probably.
I'll turn around
got
and
this, right?
I'll wave a sword or something. Does that help? Does that help at all?
Come get
Does
me.
that help? It doesn't help. Okay.
I would like to No, hold on.
Oh, no.
Maybe.
1 second.
You've used all of Joso's.
No. Marius has
19.
another.
Oh,
Oh.
Plus 3 from charisma, right?
charisma.
Yep.
Yeah.
22. 22.
Great. The guard,
Dirty
if they've stolen, hey, that's not your property. And the guard will begin to run after.
Oh yeah,
That is property of his Majesty. You don't know what that kind of thing can do.
What was he waving around?
Just a sword.
A sword. Okay.
Yeah.
You close.
You don't know what
The
a
cellar
sword can
doors.
do.
Oh, yeah, I saw mine.
You close the cellar doors behind you. Begin making your way down. The staircase is quite long.
I'll regain the front with Nesh, just so we're the two invisibles.
Just to sort of like dot our eyes here. I'm gonna have my echo just fly up, just straight up and then just poof.
You're okay, Bogart. Your echo flies straight up to the terrace, gets seen by 4 other guards. That's when you disappear.
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
It's fine. Surely.
Can I have done something to, like, is there a lock on the door?
On the cellar.
Yes.
Okay, is it on the inside of the door?
Yes.
Can I do something to lock the door, like, without having the key?
Roll sleight of hand. To try to lock the door.
Yes.
Nereus, as you fiddle with your lockpicks, a small plucked seagull will land on your arm and drop a finger puppet of a rubber crab in your hand. Gain 1 inspiration for the Sea of Raya.
Hey,
I scream and throw it. I scream and throw it. That is like a spider.
Oh yeah. Crabs are the sea's spiders.
What'd you roll?
Well, I would like to re-roll. Before I throw all of my dice away after this session, I would like to use my inspiration from Joseph Solar, which I believe I still have.
I think you
Okay.
do, yeah.
Come on, Josol.
And I'll...
Hot dice. Hot dice.
Blue for you. There you go.
Oh, thank you.
There we go.
Let's go.
Redemption arc.
Man, I
Redemption
really
arc.
thought
Four.
that was a four. Holy cow.
Sleight of hand? Okay. That is a 21.
Yo!
You're locked
That's
as
good.
you descend.
I'm hoping that
But-
God does not have the key. No, it's perfectly fine. Okay.
We will jump over to Killian.
Oh no. I don't,
Hobbling up the stairs.
Can I
holding
leave?
this corpse.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Killian,
Mhm.
you ascend the stairs to the dining area with this very long table where Jerome is sitting. Sarah's doling out this stew, which is rather modest for Jerome. It's something that's always struck you as strange that he hires Sarah. She's tidying up a little bit as he's eating. Killian, please have some lunch. You've been working very hard.
Yeah, I'll have some soon. I just gotta take this up to the workshop.
Oh, what are you taking to the workshop?
Show the corpse. Fell off the wall.
Yes. Good for you for taking advantage of the situation. However, that does mean I do think my lunch is over. Thank you so much, Sarah. I appreciate you putting in all the effort you do. Well, I'm sure something's happened that the prince isn't happy about. Killian, best of luck. Don't work too hard. He sort of grips your shoulder firmly. Seems the prince has thrown another guard off the walls.
You're not leaving right now, are you?
Well, I kind of need to damage control, but what? What's...
I was just
Oh no.
wondering if maybe you could help me out with this one. I think I'll finally be able to bring him back.
Because you're sure you want my help.
Yeah.
Roll deception.
So just to be clear, he said that the it looks like the prince threw another one off.
He coos code him.
5. I'm gonna go ahead and use an inspiration from Rael, please.
All right.
Y'all are hitting it with the inspiration today.
It's been so
It's
helpful.
gonna be a 19. I'm seeing it right now.
Oh yeah.
Don't jinx it.
Is that
That's my lucky
that
number.
what you're thinking?
All right, Rael.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
That's not
15,
bad.
Not bad.
so 17.
Let's go.
And Killian,
Mhm.
he turns, faces you, and as best he can, kind of grabs you by one shoulder, and because you have the guy on your other knees. Killian, you're making great progress. You're doing a great job. But don't rush yourself. If you want my help this time, I'll oversee a little bit, but I just need to make sure the prince is kept under control.
What's going on with him? Anyways.
Well, he's just frustrated right now. He means well, but he's a little bit young, a little bit naive. Tell you what, I'll help you with this, and then after I get the prince calmed down, I'll tell you. How does that sound?
All right. I appreciate the help.
And he'll walk up to the workshop with you to help you out. We're gonna jump back here.
Right. Of course.
As you descend down these stairs, you eventually get to a long line of these constructed cells. They seem to stretch out in either direction for a fairly long ways. However, also directly in front of you, this purple stone has actually been removed. And there's a big, just dirt pathway that leads further, set up with wooden support beams. And you can see in the distance there appears to be some construction, and a like stone construction and then a wooden door. But to your right and to your left are these cells. And you hear a slight jingle.
I'll stop us before we get to the to like the beginning of the cells, so that no one in the cells can see us or see the people that
Aren't invisible.
and I will grab the two of y'all and like push you together and then whisper in between the two of your ears so that you both can hear. Nesh and I should go look for Salen. Or at least me, since I know what she looks
You
like.
know what she looks like.
Yeah. Yeah.
How high are the ceilings?
The ceilings are only about 10 feet up.
Okay, I don't think Mako's gonna get away with that. Okay. I'll stay behind.
I'll stay behind too.
And
We'll wait in hiding for the perfect moment.
I'll grab Nesh and like push him to be with the two of them too.
Oh. Bogarth, Nesh hugs you and holds on very tightly.
Oh right, it's Nesh.
You're like, I can't move! Oh.
Yeah.
Can I make any sort of like perception check to see if it looks like there's any traps on this walkway or anything?
Or let's rephrase that. Are you trying to look for dangers as you proceed?
Yes, indeed I am.
Roll a perception check for me.
Perception. I'm gonna use a different dice.
Oh, true. That's a good point.
Perception
Oh, yeah.
is 22.
Varia, casting quick glances here and there. You don't see. What you don't see is any kind of particular traps or triggers or dangers. What you do see is flecks of red.
It's not surprising.
A trail that looks like someone was dragged through here. And their blood on the ground. You're able to follow that trail just about 20 or so feet away from the rest of your group. as you turn to your left, and you see a woman supported by the manacles on her wrists, tagged into the wall as she's suspended there. Her arms are a paler skin tone, and you see her normally well-kept dark black hair has been pulled out of its bun and stretched across her face. You see over to the side of the cell a pair of glasses, cracked. Her coat that she normally wears, you can see, is tattered and shredded and dotted with red. You can see just in front of her the small white and black specks of a tooth or two covered in blood. She faintly hangs there.
Is she the only one in all of these cells, or are there other people in the cells too?
Looking around, Varia, you don't see, in the direct vicinity, you don't see really any other people. You do see a skeleton, but no other living person nearby.
Okay. Is she unconscious?
You don't know. She's not moving very much, but from this distance you can see just the slight...
Okay, she's breathing though.
Mhm.
Okay. I will... Oh, I can't do that. Okay. How long has it been since Killian and I cast invisibility?
About 30 or so minutes.
Okay, so we've got about half an hour. I will walk back to my friends and whisper in Nereus's ear. I found her. She is alive.
Uh-huh. And unhurt?
She could be better. Wait, I didn't try the door. Can I walk back and try the door?
It's locked.
Okay, I'll walk back.
Is Varia whispering to you or something, Nereus?
Yeah.
What's going on?
I need you to try to unlock it. I don't think I can do it.
Yeah, no, I can definitely do that. And take the little, I was entertaining Bogarth with my little
With your little crab?
Be like,
As Nesh hugs him.
Yeah.
okay.
I was feeling a little anxious. That did help.
Well, yes, Varia did, Varia
Is
found
everything okay?
Salen. She...
Oh, great. I want to see her.
You should
I love
wait.
how you're telephoning as Bogarth is right there and Varia's like... Varia found Salen.
Yeah.
Is it safe to go? I'll just go.
No.
I'll go see her.
You stay right here, and
What?
I have to go unlock the... Oh my god, why am I
Yes,
saying
door.
cell
Bogarth,
door?
it's probably best that we try to stay out of sight here.
Yeah, one person at a
Just
time.
in case.
One person at a time, and then we can bring her back, and we can all woo.
But if she's in a cell, she's probably freaking out.
Oh, no,
seeing me,
she's-
she'll feel way
she's-
better.
She's okay for right now. We have to stay here.
Just hang out right here. Promise, it'll be fine.
Nash will feel me just sort of like trying to fight him just a little bit, but not able to escape.
It's fine. Hey,
What?
hey. Crab puppet.
We're
Hey.
going to get her. We just need to be patient.
Okay.
Just gonna... I'll make
You
my
all
way over
hear
there.
the very soft steps, but it feels like it rings through the whole of this cell block as Nereus carefully steps his way along the stones over to Salen's cell.
I can't cast guidance because I will lose invisibility. But can I give Nereus the help action and describe, like, okay, this is what it looked like. I don't know much about all of this, but maybe you could try this.
Yeah. Nereus, as you get to the cell, you see the site I described before, but you don't recognize this woman, but she does not look well. She looks really bad. you begin jiggling with the lock.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll sleight of hand for me with advantage because Very helped you.
Nice. Let's go. Oh, it was a 17 and an 18.
Yo!
Okay.
All right.
18, 19, 20. 21.
As the door opens, and Nereus, you hear.
You can't see me.
I try and face you, and it's the completely opposite direction.
Nereus, as the door creaks open, you hear and you see. I won't say anymore. You know my answer.
Actually, I wasn't here to ask a question.
Should we come over?
What?
You don't know me. I'm a friend of Bogoth's. Hold still for a second.
And jingle.
No.
As you see,
I lied. I don't know Bogoth.
as you see, the manacles pull against her wrists,
Wait,
and the red flecks or the red streams down from her. wrists.
No. Okay, I need you to
Sounds
hold.
like she's in pain. Please let me go. Nesh, let me go. Nesh, let me go.
Like, stop screaming!
Nesh.
Nesh lets you go.
I run.
I
go
want to
there.
start trying to. Are there locks on the manacles as well? I'm assuming I'm gonna try and undo those as well.
Yeah, roll sleight of hand.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for Bogarth screaming to see if anybody heard.
Rael, I would love to use that inspiration, please.
That we can do.
Thank you.
Come on, Rael.
Come on.
Okay.
Okay,
Ten.
well
Wasn't the dice?
that was better than
There's
that.
some bonuses on that 10.
Hey, let's get some bonuses on that. That's a 13. It's a 13 for sleight of hand.
Oh, that's it, huh?
You're able to you're able to undo the manacles as Bogarth, you run into the cell, and you see Salen begin to drop just in time to run up and catch her as she falls.
Salen! Salen!
You see
What happened to you?
you see that Salen, normally a pinnacle of strength and care, she even feels lighter in your grasp
What
as
did they do to you?
she begins to come to and she feels your arms on her. She looks up and one of her eyes, it has that tainting of red as though a blood vessel has been broken. Her other one is its normal, almost pearlescent blue that is just this soft and warm memory as she looks stern for a moment before she raises up a hand and places it on the back of your neck and your jaw. She says, "Little bear, you shouldn't be here,
But I am. I'm here.
and I'm glad to see you."
I whip out the list. I show it to her. I did it.
And she looks at it and she smiles. You did, Bogarth. You did. I'm really proud of you.
You're gonna be okay. Various a great healer. She's always helped us when we're hurt. You're no different. You're a friend. You're my best friend. Varia, where are you?
I'm right out here.
What are you waiting for?
I'm just trying to make sure. I'll come in and heal her. We have to get out of here, though. We have to
She
get...
needs help now.
I know, but we have to get her to safety, too, so that she is better later, too.
Bogarth, it's okay. You have a new look.
That's not how I wanted you to see me. A damn seagull.
Does she look like she needs healing right this second?
Varia, Salen looks very unwell. Healing will probably help, but at this point, it's equally as much as the damage that her body has sustained as it is probably the infections she has sustained as well. She is not dying within the next several minutes, but she is on that path in the near future. Bogarth, Salen will, with her strength, move her hand from here to your back and just hug you.
You're gonna be okay. Who did this to you? Please tell me.
Bogarth, it's okay. I'm gonna be okay.
Please tell me. I've gotten so much stronger since you've seen me last.
I can tell.
I can fight.
I know, Bogarth.
I can fix this.
You're doing great. Can you carry me out of here?
Of course.
I don't have a lot of strength right now.
I've never been the strongest either, but I'll lend it to you.
And Salen will become unconscious.
No.
I'm gonna come up behind and with her behind Bogarth, just touch a hand to her, and I'll pick up a little bit of dirt from the cell and give her a lesser restoration if it's a disease or a poison.
Yeah. You see that Bogarth, you even feel as Varia casts this, there is a almost silver light to Salen as you feel her breaths become a little bit easier.
And I'll give her a first level cure wounds too.
Casting spells means that you lose invisibility, right?
Yep.
You lose invisibility, Varia, but it is worth it. Salen does begin to look better. It will take some time, but she does look quite a bit better. Bogarth, even though Salen didn't say it, you, in your mind,
Wow.
what plays through your head is the cutoff that you could have swore right before that cutoff happened. There was a thud, and your eyes drift to the set of glasses that skidded across the floor. The two teeth, specked with blood, that are on the floor. And you hear the prince's voice in your head once more.
I'll pick up the glasses. I'll put them in my bag.
Bogarth,
Do you...
as you pick up the glasses, you will feel not one, but many hands of the spirits with you, gain one inspiration.
As the spirits help to support Salen, Bogarth, you're able to get her draped on your back as Nesh helps you as well.
I rolled max on a cure wound, so she gets 12
saw.
back.
Also, Nesh's invisibility drops suddenly.
Ayo.
Oh.
Do
Can we get out of here?
Yes. Do you want me to mend those two before we go?
Please.
Okay. I'll take the glasses, and I will mend them and make them better. And I'll
There-
give them back.
Yeah. Varia, your friend's face looks naked without her glasses. It's... As you make your way back towards the entrance, Varia and Nereus, you see the wooden door at the end of this dirt tunnel. Something occurs to you that this would have had to have been dug out intentionally.
Yeah, I don't like it. One bit.
You begin ascending the steps up out of the dungeons.
We have somebody looking for us up there. And I can't make both of us invisible. I can only make one of us if we choose to do that again. We can try the other way out. We don't know where it goes. But we have to do something, and it's risky to go the way that we came.
Okay. Well then,
I can try to do some scouting ahead. But I'm not sure.
I can too, but I don't want to take my eyes off of her.
I know.
The other door is an option. If it was dug out, there might be, this is Nash, there might be a way through there.
Yeah.
As Nesh speaks, you will all see his costume morph and change into that of the armor of Neberon guards.
Oh.
Ooh, huge.
Or this is an option too.
But we can't go out the way we came because you would be taking us into the dungeons, probably. As a guard. I say we at least try this other door and see where it goes and make a plan from there.
Okay.
Okay. I am going to recast invisibility on myself. I'm still here. I'm just going ahead.
Okay. Just tell me what to do and I'll do it.
Just follow me.
Okay.
We're gonna get her out of here, I promise.
Okay.
She's my friend too. I wouldn't let anything happen to her.
Okay.
And I'll go to the door, see if I hear anything or if it's locked.
You hear, Varia, the faint sounds of breathing and the rattling of metal against metal. And some kind of burbling, like...
I don't want to fully open it, but can I just try the handle and see if it'll open?
The handle is actually a piece of rope. There is no lock on this door.
What?
It is
Okay.
very flimsily fashioned. You can easily pull it open.
Okay. I would like to pull it open a tiny bit and turn around to whoever is right next to me and just put my hand on them. Let me just look ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
Varia, you walk into this room. This space has definitely been carved out of the ground here. You see that there are two large wooden pillars, very large, have been crafted to support the ceiling here. That's probably about 60 feet tall.
Like a mine? Like similar to a mine
Almost,
shaft? Okay.
almost. Inside, you see the rings of this room. It's been carved out. It's almost circular, but there are some things that stick out to you immediately. You see in the center of this room, there is some kind of vat of a pale yellow and green liquid that is bubbling. Along the walls of this room, there are wooden platforms that support. There's an elaborate pulley system along the edge where you see there are chains holding up a collection of individuals. Each of them corrupted. Each of them having pieces of them seared away. Some having runes reminiscent of Bogarth. You see there is what can only be described as a pile of bodies off to one side that seem to be breathing, but barely, as the faint glow of their runes glows. You can see that there are also what appears to be chalkboards, scribblings all across them. As you make your rounds around the room, there are these strange, long brands, almost. You see there is, on the ground even, these runes have been placed. This is some kind of laboratory, Varia. As you look up and you see hanging from one of these pulley systems is the shape of a bugbear. Familiar, but while the fur is darker than Bogarth's, they are bigger. Their face is very scarred, and they are missing one of their arms. You can see there's a faint glow of runes and dead runes beneath, as though they've attempted to have been branded multiple times. At the end of the room, you see that there is a rope ladder that extends up to the ceiling.
With a door.
You can't quite make up the door from this range, but you can see that the earthenness gives way, and you can see that there's wooden support beams that seems to lead to some kind of structure.
But there's no one else, like, moving around, like, is actively using the lab.
No one's using the lab, but you can tell that several of these individuals that have been branded are breathing. I'm going to just take a moment to let us all process this.
Okay.
Killian. Perfect timing.
You did that.
I hate that that was mine.
As Jerome has helped you with instructions, making the semantic components correct, correcting your pronunciation of the verbal, this guard looms and groans, animated. Well, Killian, it seems...
I'm like out of breath. Like,
And he will walk over and hand you a glass of water, hand on your back.
That's all he gives him. Wow.
nose bleeding. I'm like,
Killian, you're making great progress.
He's nice to me.
every time I do necromancy around you guys, y'all just talk shit.
This is on you.
I know.
He helps support you as you take some big gulps. Make sure you stay hydrated.
Yeah.
You're making great progress. Your sister will be proud.
Even if it doesn't really seem like it, she'll be on the in the side of the room, just kind of not happy with me.
Killian. Why don't you, if you can, why don't you walk with me? And I'll tell you more about the prince's condition. I think it's time.
Are you sure? I haven't really left the tower, besides to get this guy.
Killian, as he takes the glass, he sets it down and then grabs your hand, grasps it, and holds it up to his chest. Killian, I trust you. You're ready.
All right. Yeah, lead the way.
You begin making your way.
Killian, as you begin to walk with Jerome, you will hear a quiet voice in the back of your head, speaking softly, tell you, the favored learned Jerome is from the Maw.
And the blood will like just drain from him. It's like,
Oh, steady there.
And in tandem, the spirit of Neri will materialize midair and fall onto your shoulder, then nuzzle your face.
No.
Gain one inspiration.
thank you, Neri.
The prince will
Actually, from Lil.
Oh, that's from Lua. Oh,
Ooh,
The prince will walk you up over and onto the terraced area. As Tiny, as you call him, steps out of the way of the door. It's all right. we're going on a bit of a field excursion. A field mission, if you will. And you walk across the buttress. As you pass by Tiny, this is the closest you've ever been to him, you see the flash of faint trails of a gold rune on his hand. His skin a deep green.
This rune?
Not that rune, but one potentially like it. As you make your way across the buttress on the terrace, the guards immediately hold up weapons towards you, and Jerome motions them down as he begins walking you down the bastion and towards the center of the castle. Now, Killian, I have to ask you something. What is the price of magic?
I don't know. It depends on the type of magic, I guess. Usually just energy, life force.
Yes. Do you know where that energy comes from?
From inside you, I guess. I don't. Maybe you can draw it from other places, I'm assuming, but
Yes, that is a rudimentary answer. Killian, it comes from your soul. Magic is an expression of our creativity, our power, our will upon the world, harnessed by the spirit given to us by Nellen. Now, as we've been discussing, the nature of necromancy is a bit different, as you are now walking through the big, wide doors into the central castle itself. You see, as you enter, the colors are hung, but also there are portraits lining the walls. As you can see above the doors you're entering, there is a portrait of Prince Eliak. His pale, purple eyes gazing down at you. Necromancy is different, remember? With necromancy, we are willing upon a soul, a much harder endeavor. Now, to do that, it requires some of our energy, right? Some of our soul. We can get it back, but there's that cost. What do you think would happen if someone used so much of their soul that there was nothing left?
I would assume they would die.
That's what many scholars assume. And as you hear the click-clack of his boots as you're walking through the hall of the castle, you begin to hear the faint, not faint, but the echo of the howling of the prince. And you hear thud. That's what you're right to assume. But I have something to tell you. That is not what happens. There is something beyond. Killian, I recently took over the work of a young but bright elven woman. She came from a special religious sect that specifically interacted with the spirits, and she was trying to bind the souls of others onto malevolence. Bogarth was one of her creations. Now, Bogarth is extraordinary. We have not quite been able to create one with as much success, as much of a bond between the two souls as Bogarth. Ideally, I would like to study him as his siblings don't share his gift.
And what did you do with his siblings?
Well, You've met Braun, I'm assuming.
The nightmare, yeah.
Yeah. He was the strongest of the two siblings and was able to survive the process. Unfortunately, their sister was not so hearty. The parents haven't been able to have the process take, but they've been able to keep going, which has given new insights into the research. And as the footsteps click-clack down, he comes to a door that he opens, and inside you see it's a room that has been... Furniture has been turned over, things have been moved around. You see there's a small little alchemical workstation, and that there is a rope ladder that descends to a hole in the floor.
No, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Killian, the process of bringing a soul back entirely is what I'm after. Do you know what these runes are?
They're binding agents?
Binding agents, yes, but do you know why?
Some sort of spirit language? I don't know.
Am I still in the room?
The big room,
Mhm.
the dirt room.
Mhm.
We'll get there, but yes.
All right.
These runes are an old dialect of a language called Infernal. This is the direct speak of a very, very powerful being called the Maw. You see, when you exhaust yourself, when you burn out the light of your soul within you, most scholars think it ends with death. But in fact, that is when a new flame begins within you. You see, we often think of the end of the soul as being a finite line, but it's more like a door. You cross into something else, and while you do need then a different kind of sustenance, the heights you can reach are much greater. Killian, what do you know about the spirits?
I know that they exist in another realm. I know that they can affect our realm, especially with specific artifacts.
Yes. Do you know what they want?
No. It's usually pretty random.
Exactly. The idea of trying to wield this random, sometimes positive, sometimes, and he's beginning to kind of rave a little bit as he's walking around this room. You see he puts his hand on the wall and begins stretching it across. As you see these runes appear behind it and stretch across the wall. There is no method, there is no control. They have their lords, but what are their lords really? But a stronger spirit. Do they listen to them? Not necessarily. Why? Why would that be, Killian?
I don't know. I guess because they're souls, so they can't be controlled.
They can't be controlled. Exactly. But they can be wielded. Killian, while you were in the City of Progress, did you ever encounter plasm or plasmic steel?
Yeah.
What do you think that is?
I don't know the material itself, but I know it's imbued with a specific type of energy. The plasm.
It's imbued. with souls. You see, the Penardians are much more progressive than the people of Oros. They don't hold themselves to this unrealistic ideal that the spirits are something to be cooperated with, to be entertained. They understand that they are a power source that can be wielded, just like the artifact on your arm. Now, I apologize, I'm getting a little ahead of myself here.
I was gonna say, is that the Philosopher's Stone?
I'm sure you're asking yourself, what does this have to do with the prince? Am I wrong?
Well, I'm assuming he no longer has his soul.
The prince does have a soul, but it doesn't produce this energy like yours or mine would. It's something that he has to power.
And how does he
And when
power them?
he loses that power, if he spends too much energy, attempts too much of an action, he loses his control. You see, really, it's easier if I give you an example. I have a different lab. Come with me. And he goes over to the rope ladder. We're going to cut back to you, Varia, and the rest of the favorite five. As you see this big expanse of a room. What is your next action here? Your friends are behind the door, waiting patiently for you, as patiently as Bogart can right now.
Right. I haven't seen any of this.
No, because it is far 60 feet above you, and there is a full slab of stone and dirt in between you.
Well, okay. What I would have done was walked over to the rope ladder and tried to climb up to see what was on the other side.
Great. Bogarth, Varia's taken a little bit of time. As you peek around the door, you see, well, Varia's invisible. You see the steps of Varia in the dirt, and then you see them go up to a rope ladder in the distance, and the rope ladder begin to shake and move.
Mary is taking a long time and is going up that ladder.
I don't know that we have time to stick around and
I
find
don't
out.
think so either. Do we hear anything as far as footsteps approaching the cellar?
At this point, you hear the faint echo of something banging, almost as though someone is running up against the cellar door.
Oh, go.
And we're like pretty exposed to it, right? From where we are.
It's
Is
a
it
direct
straight
line
shot?
down from the stairs to you.
Okay,
We
Bogart.
can't wait.
We need
have
to go.
Nesh, are you with us?
Yes.
I open the door. I
Okay,
go.
I'm following right after you.
You run inside as Bogarth. The area around you, you see what I had previously described, these individuals, these runes.
Your sister.
And
The familiar face of your father, but without an arm, hanging from one of these pulleys. As you stop and see this, and you write Salem on your back, you stop just in front of this pool. As you look down, you see the faint form bubbling inside of a feminine bugbear. Runes hardly glowing.
Do I see them or hear them come up behind me?
You can. You're about halfway up the ladder. Killian.
Varia, as you ascend, you'll hear a phantasmal voice in the back of your head. Jerome and Killian are up that ladder. Right now.
Killian, as you were talking with Jerome, and he is to finish this, let me show you the power you could wield as these runes now create along the wall a new entryway and a small platform as he motions you on. As he steps onto it, do you follow?
Yeah.
It's an elevator as you begin to descend. As you do, you see Bogarth, someone on his back, Nesh, and Nereus running across this expanse, this room where many corrupted individuals lie hanging, a pile of bodies in the corner. Bogarth rustled.
Catatonic.
As this elevator begins to ascend, Jerome, just before he's looking down at his hands, and then, Killian, I apologize. I almost forgot. As you all see, Jerome sitting next to Killian on a platform that has appeared within the wall. Jerome doesn't look up. Killian, I apologize. I do need to take care of the prince first. Our lesson will have to wait, as the platform then begins to ascend again.
I'm not moving on the rope and trying to keep it still.
Am I still on the platform, or was I able
Yeah.
to step off?
You're able to step off
Okay.
into the room above. Killian, give me just a moment, and I will be right back with you. Just need to sustain the prince a moment. As he walks out of the door into the room, you see a figure, pale and white, long white hair pooling outside of his cloak as the hood gets pulled off. This looks like the prince as you've seen him before. These long runic markings on his hands going up onto his face, his pale pupilless eyes. Jerome, I need your help. I can't hold on much longer. When is the damn favored 5 going to be here? We need to do the ritual now. Your Majesty, please remain calm. We'll get you some sustenance right away. Just let's go back to the throne room. We don't need any more casualties. As he turns the prince, Killian, you get a good look at the prince's face. And you see, well, there are these markings that stretch up on the sides of his face. The center of his face, like with the rest, is pretty easily viewable. And while it is pale, you do see the definitive signs and raised skin of a birthmark right here. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session. Spirits, thank you for joining us tonight. We will see you next week for sure for the season finale. I hope you've enjoyed this emotional,
Harrowing.
intense session as much as I have. We'll see you next week for whatever that brings. Remember, Sundays are for the spirits.
Oh my
Bye-bye now.
God.